money like Obasanjo and Abiola. This is the Vawulence. This is the Vawulence. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. To listen to news and depression. If you get connection now oppression. We they play to possess our possession. Yet the country they slip for recession. Many people plan not to check out. But to get one thing, I want us to know. Who go come fix our Niger? Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Everything in life no competition. Now the priest they meet us for confession. Holy Ghost I'm a go for protection. And I just go first on the progression. Many people plan not to jack out. But to get one thing I want us to know. Who go come fix our Niger? Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many things where I don't see. The way many things for my country they go. Many things they pain my soul. The way many people they suffer they go. Many people plan not to jack out. This is the Vawulence. Our Niger. Who go come fix our Niger? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vawulence Space. Vawulence Space. Vawulence Space. Vawulence Space. Vawulence Space. Ulaba. Vawulence Space. Where interests converge. Sharing raw facts. Brilliant analysis. Breaking reports. Friendly banter. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, mommies and daddies, friends and foes alike. You're welcome to the Vawulence Space. It's a beautiful Thursday from this side of the world. I don't know what time it is, wherever you're listening to me from, but you're welcome tonight one more time when we come out and talk about issues that pertains and affect us as a people. And as I always say, you guys are the MVP. I'm talking about you guys, the first responders. Now, whenever I open up this church, this mosque, this shrine, this atmosphere of violence, you guys come out in your numbers. Come out here to just, deliberate on the issues of the country. Many people would have felt that, in fact, I got a message last week and someone was like, violence is still going on. Are people still up? I said, yes, so we cannot stop talking because honestly, as a Nigerian, the only thing you have right now is a voice. And if your voice is not loud, then that means you have already succumbed to the tyranny that is running our nation. But we'll be talking about this and more tonight. So I say thank you, every one of you. I see all our blue tickers, non-blue tickers, all our big and small handles alike. All of you already requesting for the mic. I think today is going to be a very interesting space. The atmosphere is already charged up and heated up, but we'll see how we can do to lighten things up on the platform today. Thank you to all of you that have joined us. I hope we have to talk on these issues and deliberate. And at the end of the space, let it be one that we will always remember for positivity. But let's before I jump into it, and if it's your first time of joining us on the Vawulence Space, I say you're welcome. If it's your second time of joining us, you are absolutely welcome. And if it's your third time, you're now a regular. And to all our day one Vawulenzers, I say, welcome. Thank you. Asante Sana, Sinaponga. God bless you guys, because without you guys, there's no Vawulence Space. If we put up this space and you guys don't come out here, I'll just be alone on my own echo chamber, rambling and ranting. But you guys have done it. I see my people from day one, from the very first day that we started up these spaces. Most of you guys are still here rocking and riding with us up until now. And for me, I find immense gratitude in ease. And I just want to say thank you to all of you. Let's have a wonderful conversation today. So before I jump into it, as I always say, I try and set the ground rules for the show. You know how we did on the platform. For those that have been here, for our regulars, you know how we did on the platform. You guys are the first responders. You are the reason why this space kicks off, because you guys are like my amplifiers. So I'm going to put you guys to work real quick. And as I do this every single time, I said it, Nigeria is already too difficult that I do not want to release my powers. I don't want to release my powers, my Ganduza and my Ndaboski. No, 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 no. So all I can do is just indulge you guys, push you guys, plead with you guys, and say, please take the next few seconds to share the space, to like the space, to retweet the space. Let the whole world do that. Number one space on X is back and we're up and running. And as you guys know on this platform, we do not take prisoners. So please, guys, take the next few seconds. I don't know how many of us on the platform. I think we're close to 300 already right now. So every one of you listening to the sound of my voice, please take the next few seconds, share the space, like the space, retweet the space. Let's get up into the conversation, because what we're discussing here is the things they don't want us to talk about. And that's what we bring on the Vawulence space. But before I run into the whole conversation, I want to say a big shout out to all my people on TikTok listening to me. As you can see, I'm streaming right now on TikTok. And if you understand, I notice I'm less consistent on X these days, because I found a new community, a new chapter of this movement. I'm taking the mandate of the people to a totally new, different land, a land whereby, honestly speaking, my experience over the past couple of weeks, I think this should be my second week on TikTok right now, has been one mixed with different emotions. Some wow moments, some almost, some. You know, when they say leave your comfort zone, that's when you understand. When they say landlord, travel and see, it's a very, 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 very powerful statement. Travel and see. If you don't travel, you will never understand. You will never get to experience some things. I traveled from X to TikTok, and honestly speaking, what I've seen, what I've experienced, that we as Nigerians, we have a whole lot of work to do. There's a whole lot of a demography of people that are there that they are not even, they don't even understand what we're saying on X. And honestly speaking, I've spread my tentacles to that place, and I'm trying to raise up a community. People that know me know that I love to build. I say this all the time, that I'm a builder. I love to build. We started up TikTok community with, like, first space I hosted there live. I was like probably 9 of us on the platform, and before we know what's happening right now, I'm having over 100 people, and over 2 to 3 thousand at the end of the whole show. That's for me. It's the joy of building and raising up a new, different amount of people that have never heard about the Vawulence space. I'm talking of people that do not even know that we exist on X. People that don't even. I'm going to share some of the testimonies today, but I'm like, people that don't even understand what is happening in the country. The amount of gaslighting this administration and propaganda this administration is putting in on platforms. I think they have totally given up on X. So they already have some people that are already on X are sworn sworn distractors on X, but they have gone to TikTok to create a narrative whereby, and I'm saying this because the future of Nigeria is on TikTok, right? Our 16-year-olds, our 17-year-olds, our 18-year-olds, the new time voters that will be coming out in 2027 are on TikTok right now, dancing their asses away, shaking their bum bum, twerking and doing all sort of bullshit on that platform. And most of them do not even understand what is happening. And the ones that haven't understand, the ones that try to be politically um to get to know to do a little bit about politics are being whitewashed, bamboozled, gaslighted, fed all sorts of negative rhetorics and lies about this government. So being there has been an eye opener for me, and I'm encouraging everyone. I know how many. I can't even count how many of you guys have transported, have taken from here to TikTok. Our millennials, our boomers, those are they were like, no, I can never be found on TikTok. TikTok is not a place for me. I also felt like that. In fact, I my greatest regret was, why didn't I join TikTok like 2 years ago? That is one of the greatest regrets I have, because what we fail to do as people that I call well-meaning Nigerians. I don't took us alone just as Obidient. I took us as well-meaning Nigerians, because there's so many well-meaning Nigerians that are not even, that refuse to call themselves Obidient, but they align with what we agree with the principles we agree with, and with who we support, right? And many of these people, if we the way where we are sitting and the knowledge we have, many people don't see things the way we see it. Many people don't agree with the way we agree. And on that platform, they are in abundance. So for me, we are building a very, very strong coalition on that platform. And I'm encouraging young, old, millennials, boomers, please join that platform. Don't be like me that was thinking, so now why didn't I join on time? Please, that platform is a very important platform that we need to take it because it stands right now. The roasted corn. In fact, there was this particular roasted corn, sort of the roasted corn that I used to have arguments with on early spaces those days, back in the days. All those spaces when my aunties used to go to the Ayo space and the rest. I remember this particular guy. That guy now, the guy that the way the guy they lie, he be like say them born and born lie. So I'm gonna wonder say where this guy did. All of a sudden I stopped seeing that guy. He's no longer. I don't see him anywhere. I don't see him on spaces. Ah, almost I open space. I opened my live here for yesterday. Someone about no person requested the mic and came up and started changing his English. Started trying to do put for them. But the intonation why they hear for behind this, you know, say guys supposed to talk. The back, the padding voice, the background voice, the real voice go there inside. I couldn't hear the way I say like, oh God, it didn't strike me until I finished that live. And I was going back, I was like, is this not Raji? This is Raji. Then I now look at his name, the way the name where he used for TikTok rap for sure. I said now this guy. So all the children of the roasted corn that you guys used to argue on spaces with, and you don't see them anymore, they have got to push up on TikTok and they are whitewashing and brainwashing the future of Nigeria because those ones will not even do a sparrow. I tell you guys, one of our generation, the next generation is that they don't even do research. They don't have time to go and be doing our SSD for us here. Book of Google. Let's go to Google. Yeah, you don't dance. They never dance Shoki finish. What kind of book of Google? So it is what you tell them that they believe. So it's very important we go there and shape the narrative. And over the past couple of days, those who have been joining me on the platform can see and testify to a lot of how much work we are doing there, how much on washing we are putting out there. How much reorientation we are putting on the platform, people can get to see that we are doing a whole lot of work, and it's very, very important. So I'm just saying this to encourage every one of you to please show and join us on the TikTok page. I see a lot of you on the platform already over on TikTok. Guys, you know, and TikTokers, they give me joy. Every show we come out on TikTok, we are hitting over 100,000 likes. There's no night that have come out, if not just probably 2 or 3 nights, we hit over 100,000 likes every single night. And we know they ginger them. Yeah, on X, yeah, when I go there plenty, I go tell and say retweet and share the show. When I go there, like say, when I need to pay when I'm money before I go to the show or share the show. If you're not enjoying it, why are you here? What are you doing here? You'd have been eating roasted corn now, but when I enjoy the thing, but I don't make other people enjoy it. So please, my TikTokers, show them how we do it over there. Give me like 10,000 likes in the next 10 minutes. Show them how we do it on X. I'm telling them, I will soon shut this shop. X, I'm going to shut X and come to TikTok and focus on it. You now want to be my people. All right, guys, let me just run into the conversation today. Thank you so much, all of you. I see you guys. Let's have fun today on the conversation. A very light note because I think today I've been so tensed. The past couple of 2 days have been so like yesterday to today I've been so tense, and I've been seeing a lot of debates and the conversations going south, a whole lot of rightful emotions being displayed, and of which I've just sat back and I've just been laughing personally because for me there's some things that I have always wanted to happen and it is unraveling and I'm just like thank God, Sha. But I will not use the platform God has created for us to fail to do what we know how to do best, which is to redirect our attentions as Nigerians to your main goal, to our main problem, our main situation. What is choking every one of us in the neck right now is what we try to bring on the violence space. We understand that all these other things are part of what brings fun and light to the show, but we should not forget our reality as Nigerians, and that is that we are dealing with the worst set of government in the history of this country. We are dealing with the worst set of criminals in the history of this country. People that do not care about me and you. People that do not care about the how Nigerians are living or surviving. People that are ready to see Nigeria burn to the ground and rule over ashes. These are the people we are dealing with. And as Nigerians, it is important. And for me, I say this all the time. I am happy when such things happen. All it just shows me is that I really still have well-meaning Nigerians and Obidient that are still ready. Because for me, back gone are those days before, when somebody come out and do something, I have to come out and be like, say, they front, they shout, they ginger. I don't that now. I just sit down and just watch. And I see you guys go so hard on people, go so hard on issues, carry the conversation to the next level. I'm like, it shows that really we have millions, thousands of obedient, well-meaning Nigerians that are still alive, Many people just park, they watch. Many people not just able to talk. Many people just they tweet, just they wait. Make 2027 come. But I'm saying this for you guys to understand that we are dealing with a propaganda machine that we cannot just wait, sit down, and fold our arms for 2027. We have to be proactive as the people. I've always said is that the greatest reactive movement I've seen in my life is the Obidient movement. I want to repeat that again. The greatest reactive movement I've seen in my life is the Obidient movement. The day you want to know whether the Obidient movement is alive and active, go hard on P2B, or try and derail what we know the Obidient movement to be. All these people that try to paint the Obidient movement with coloration, ethnic coloration, and the rest. You see the real spirit of the movement. People rising up from north, left, right, center. People I was on the phone with N6 few minutes to the show, and the next thing I just saw on my tweet was when Bolale just made tweet. My South Western Obedience, can we have a JPEG? And I've just seen barrage of tweets. I'm looking at my big boy Ibrahim Abdul Karim making his own tweets on northern this thing. I've seen so many northerners coming out with tweets. You just begin to see people from different angles that try to make people understand the real narrative that this movement is a nationalistic movement, a movement that cares about Nigerians. As long as you want a new Nigeria, no matter where you're from, no matter what you stand for, you are in this movement. But I understand that many of us try to just take just go on the economic side of the conversation, just stay back and watch things unfold. But honestly speaking, if we have to fix this country, we all have to get our boots on the ground. That is the thing with Nigerians. Many of us, we do not know how to work hard. We do not know how to pursue an interest to the very end. People we're up against are people that do not rest. They do not sleep. If you think I'm lying, go and ask the inventor of Ronu on social media. What's that his name again? That APC youth leader. He said, Baba does not sleep. Oh, Baba does not sleep. It is 4 a.m. You can see. And with Baba does not sleep. These people do not sleep. And we that want to take back our country, we are sleeping and we are chilling. We are not proactive. We are very reactive. When you want to feel, if like now I go begin to do something, I go begin to attack people once in a while. Make una head, make una blood still there. Make una blood. Make una the short say on a CD. Because honestly speaking, the past 2 days I've so been charged. I'm like, this is how Obidient movement I know of. Why are we not proactive in taking the same energy in doing what is really really meant to be doing? Of which I'm not saying it's not what we did. We guys have done over the past couple of days is not right. But also, imagine what is happening right now with the budgeting in the country. It is not mainstream. Do we have the power as a people to make these conversations mainstream? Yes, we do. We have shown it time and time again when we want to defend issues that we have the power in the numbers, we have the intellectual capacity, we have the bomb tweet makers, we have the editors, the graphic designers, we have everything to put Tinubu on his toes, but we are not doing it. For some people, that in Saddam walk. We'll just go here violence space. And Saddam talk finish, we go. It is, for me, it burns my heart when I see that we can do better as a people. We are not doing our part. And I'm saying that is the only reason why Bola Tinubu is still having a field day in office today, is because we are not using the powers. We're not using our Indaboski, our Ganduza, our Abido Shaker. We know they shake these people. So therefore, these guys have the audacity to inflate figures in the budget and make us feel like we're fools. For God's sake, how can we be in a country, you're complaining that there's no money in this country, Nigeria is broke, you're borrowing out of proportion, we are wondering, Oga, what kind of borrowing are you borrowing? And when you borrow, you're not spending recklessly. NC's made a submission last week that caught my attention, and I kept referencing that submission across almost all my lives on TikTok. I was like, last year, these guys inflated the budget. And one senator stood up and was screaming, Senator Nengi. He was screaming that these guys have inflated budget too. And then I think they budgeted per borehole to be, I think, 160 million for one borehole. I was screaming. What happened? They suspended the man. Now, so everything, that case, matter die. We said we just keep quiet. We don't even talk. We don't even plan. I know some of us on violence will keep doing our own bit. Nobody can. That's my own happiness that when I'm called for accountability, I will always stand up my chest and say, I played my role. I go hit my chest every day of my life and say, I am proud of what I have done as a Nigerian ever since I put in my feet into the foray of politics. I am proud of what I've done in holding the feet of this government to fire. I am proud of what I've done. And I'm proud of what we're trying to build as a people. And I wish every Nigerian can understand how important these discussions can be. Therefore, Senator Nengi screamed and nothing happened. He was suspended. The ground did not shake. Right now, Akpabio they now say, okay, they now earn all that money. Borehole we no see. Street lights we no see. Projects we no see. That whole year budget don't go. They don't chop that money finish. Enter the next year. They now say, since we could do it that last time, nothing happened. Let's double up the money. Because as I always say, bad people do not know how to stop. These criminals, these Bola Tinubu and 40 gangs of thieves, they don't know how to stop. And they will never stop until Nigerians say enough is enough. If we don't stop them, they will never stop. They now say, last year na 160 million. I probably gonna talk say, let's say that 160 million, I give some babes like this, some babes like part of the share. This year, I don't get more babes, so I need to increase it. Not Nigerians not going to do anything. They don't do anything last time now. How much you want to put for this year budget for a borehole again? These guys are so unproductive, very uncreative set of old criminals. Last year you did budget, the same borehole. They came again this year. You now say, okay, last year is 160. Double them, add like 160. I mean, make them add 100 million on top of my head. They doubled it. 260 something million. What am I seeing? 266.25 million naira for one borehole this year. In the usual fashion, they know that Nigerians will not talk. Oh yeah, Senator Nengi that spoke last time, do you expect him to speak now? He will not say anything, and he's not saying anything because he served the punishment for Nigerians, and all his mates were looking at me in the Senate like, say, see you, mumu. Woo! People when they fight for themselves, they don't go even talk. They don't go even say anything. I beg you, only you won't come from sent for yet. Okay, keep quiet, collect your own share. And he has kept quiet. He's now on the table, and he's eating. Because when one good voice comes out to speak and everybody is quiet and not reacting and supporting that voice, what incentive are you giving that man to come out and speak again? And many of us come out and say, LP senators are not working. LP senators are not doing anything. The ones that have even come out and done something, what have we done with the voices that they have? What have we done to amplify their voices? We have done nothing. I'm putting on the mirror in front of all of our faces today and asking yourself, if we can criticize, we can call out, we can do anything. What are you doing as a Nigerian to put pressure on the system? To make sure that Bola Tinubu and his gang of criminals are feeling the heat in today's Nigeria. Therefore, Senator Nengi is quiet right now. These guys are inflating. Look at the budget, for Christ's sake. Look at the budget. These guys want to build 1,477 street lights. And they're budgeting to a whooping 266 million naira for one street light. One street light. And they will eat that money. And it will pass. That bill will pass. Because Nigerians will not talk about it. And they understand these things. For so long, they understand that, okay, when something is about to happen like this, they will always bring out distractions. They will always bring out distractions. Well, yeah, I know that, these things will be happening. I always say you guys should please study trends and patterns. For so long, if you study trends and patterns, you understand that they are always agents of distractions Tinubu always send to us. It might come in the form of your brother or your sister. When we are meant to have serious conversations, there's always a distraction that comes out to take us away from our reality. I know many of all of now will come this show today. When I come here, make a drag Egbon Akin. I know. I know go. I know say me I know they. I know say me I know they hide my own mouth. I go talk am. But many people are here today to tear his boxers. To watch us Saddam will tear his boxers. To watch us will tear our boxers. Here. Because I don't want to give them a joy for this country. Forgetting that for me, Akin is just a distraction. Akin is just a distraction. He's part of the system. I've said this all the time. For me, it's one of the greatest things I've always wanted. I've wanted, God, just unravel. Because for so long, you have been a distraction for me that I don't even know how to even come out and say it. I will always say that people I work with I will never come out to fight against them in public. I will just drop it for everybody to understand. And I will never stop you that go out to drag them. You guys can do what you want to do. Because me, God knows I'm focused on what I am. I have a target. And my target is to make sure I do everything within my power to make sure Tinubu is a one-term president. That is my target. Anything beyond that is an extra jara. That is my only target, to make sure Tinubu is a one-term president. Because I'm saying this for us to understand, many of us don't understand the ramifications of Tinubu consolidating power in 2027. Tinubu gets power in 2027, we can all as well kiss democracy goodbye. And I'm not speaking because of...
We don't kiss them goodbye like this.
We're already... Yes, so we have to make sure everything possible. Sometimes I say this and I wish people can see my heart when I'm saying this, because we don't understand. You think I'm playing, you think I'm just... Saddam is exaggerating things. Look at Lagos. For over 30, going to 20-something years, Lagos cannot dictate or decide who their next governor will be. Because one very greedy, avaricious human being is sitting in power. That's about to install his son. That is who we are dealing with. It's important to understand that this man cannot go beyond 2027. Every hand must be on deck. I don't freaking care what you think. I don't freaking care how you look, your emotions. I keep everything aside. I understand my goal is to make sure Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a one-term president by any means necessary. And that for me should be the goal of every Nigerian. You know me say Basbos don't go there. You know me say we don't go baba ourselves. You know me say, and that is for me, that's why I love the Obidient movement. Nobody's going to tell you what to do. If everybody's moving south, or more, you can drag him to the north. But let us not lose focus of our main goal. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not Buhari. Buhari was an epic disaster. Buhari is the worst thing to happen to Nigeria. But Buhari, imagine when Buhari is John the Baptist. Imagine when Buhari is better than something. We can say right now that Buhari finished his 8 years of disaster and packed his loads and went to Daura. Packed his load from Daura. Unknown gunmen pursue him. He no go Kaduna. He dey chill. He has no hand, he has no leg, he has no feet in this current administration. That is Buhari for you. But this freaking criminal that is currently occupying Aso is someone that, as I'm speaking right now, will decide who will take over after him, will decide who will take over after the next person after him, will decide who will be the governors across the states in this country. That is how power hungry this man is. He will not finish God forbid it, he will not finish his 8 years and say, let him go. Like every other president have done. Or you have finished your 8 years and go. I'm saying this on public record, if in my heart of heart I knew that Bola Ahmed Tinubu would even finish his 8 years, I can just say, okay, maybe Nigerians will be. After all, we always allow nonsense. Make him do 8 years and go. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a cancer. He's a cancer that spreads and spreads and spreads until he eats up the whole system. He will not do 8 years for you. He will find a way to freaking fix that constitution. And you have a sissy baby, fat belly, pot belly, monkey called Akpabio in that Senate that is ready to sign his life off to that man because he's a crook. He has his files. When you have an Akpabio as a Senate president, he will sign off third term. What will you do as a Nigerian?
Akpabio will carry praise and worship song for God. Change am to Tinubu name.
My brother.
Akpabio will carry praise and worship song for God.
Bro.
Took Tinubu name inside.
Bro.
Continue,
so it's crazy for us to we have to understand the implication of allowing this Ali Baba and his 40 thieves. We have to understand this Ali Baba and his 40 thieves do not stay beyond 2030. If not, God help us. Now God help us. But thank you guys for coming out and listening to my little rant. I just want to wrap up real quick, and a big shout out to I say this all the time. A big shout out to the most reactive movement in the history of Nigeria. And also, I say this so that nobody's going to gaslight you as I wrap up my submission as an Obidient, as a woman in Nigeria. Whatever anybody wants to tell you that you're toxic or you're vile, you're this, my brothers and sisters, do not fall for that rhetoric. Whatever I have seen, I was once a floor member on this X, so I've been on X since 2010. Forget this my account now. I've passed through my Harry phase. You people that know me know I used to be the one that was collecting all this this problem I had is collecting before. They have blocked me. I've lost like 5 accounts before this one. And that guys I can't come down and say I don't go float them, they do all those. I begin block all their bado. And if you are just saying they smell corn, I see you corn, I block you. I have no business with a cornified human being. You know, so I just left that and protecting this account because I understand that there's some unnecessary battles again. I don't need to come and be fighting you. Who is P2B? Who is this? Who is that on X again? No, I've passed that stage of the conversation. We have left that stage. So I see how much these guys want to gaslight many of us and feel like, oh, you guys are vile, you guys are toxic, you guys are this, you guys are that. Please do not fall for that lie, especially for you guys that just joined X. So maybe pre-2023. And you're looking at the Obidient and say, no, there is this animal, this wild animal. Wait, they call himself, I call him Owojuwa, a hungry millipede, a very useless, that one guy, the guy when I go see one-on-one on site. I know they will hide themselves. On site, we go do a one-on-one, we go collect glove, me and him, one-on-one. I'm saying it on public record, make him know. If he tell him, on site, one-on-one, if he beat me, I will go house. But if I see him on site any day, anywhere in this world, I catch that guy on site, one-on-one, we go through him. We go do him as men. One-on-one. I'm saying it for everybody, tell him anywhere you see him. Say, person, they tell him, I put him, we go do Speedality was portable. Nobody said they talk to him. No, one-on-one, me and you. Because you're a freaking animal. These are the people that sow the political seed of toxicity we're experiencing today in Nigeria, on Nigerian X. And a very vile creature, a very bitter animal. So anything you think they're calling people today as obedience, people have not even started. You've not done you've not done 1/10 of what these animals did pre-2015 elections. And I always say the Obidient movement is a reactive movement. Obedience will not just wake up and start dragging you. Obedience will not just wake up and start insulting you. When you insult somebody that is dear to them or you come for the movement and they come after you, you start crying. The movement is this, the movement is that, the movement are this, the movement are that. Movement will not their own. Many people will tweet today from between yesterday and today. I'm sure they've not tweeted. Some of them have not tweeted. Some people never tweet in months. Some people just go hibernate. They just say, "Oh, my Nigeria don't tire myself. Make I just go rest." Then you will crawl out from your shell. You will crawl out like a snail and not throw one nonsense tweet to distract Nigerians from our reality, knowing fully well that the people that are meant to hold this government accountable, we respond. And they start eating you up, you not start calling Obedience vile. So please, let nobody gaslight you. Let nobody tell you anything. Obedience have never for one day hold rally or carry stick and pursue anybody. Obedience have not for one day, we have not one day attacked anybody in public or fought to anybody. We have not even, if they even begin to shout, we go begin to run. Because Obedience na Ajebo. Na Ajebo we be. Now we be fresh children of Nigeria. We want a better country. We don't have doubt in us. We don't have heroism in us. Even if I'm telling you guys now, 2027, we must begin to turn to tout. We must begin to turn to Abero. I'm happy for the tweet my brother and David Day put up today. Probably at the end course of the show, I'm going to read that tweet for those that did not see that tweet. Very, 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 very important for us to understand going to 2027, we should have a war mentality. That is the only way. So not just tweeting, rig and pie, following it up with reality on ground. That is the only way we can get back our country. Thank you guys for listening to my little round. Thank you to all of you that are on the platform. I see you guys on our YouTube channel, on our TikTok, and on X here. Thank you guys. Let's have a wonderful conversation here on the platform. We're talking about the state of the nation, actually, vis-a-vis the criminal budgeting. The criminal budgeting going on that Nigerians are talking about. And also, we have to trend the hashtag. I'm trying to find a hashtag in my head. So I think when Nigeria is good with hashtag, maybe please, or anybody that is led in the spirit, please, we have to find a hashtag to keep these conversations going on. I am guilty of also moving away from conversations. Also, somebody reminded me, yes, that we have to talk about also, as we are speaking, a young man that was protecting his farmland and killer headsmen came in there, has been sentenced to be unalived by the Supreme Court. That is Nigeria. These are topics we should be talking about. So Nigerians can even protect themselves. Let me bring in my brother N6 right now, man. Because me, if I talk what we're supposed to talk for this country, plenty, man. But we focus so much on the minor and keep quiet on the major. But guys, welcome to the show. Let's have a wonderful conversation today. Thank you all that have come out today. Thank you to every one of you. Please, I indulge you guys on X. You see my TikTok people now. You see why I love my TikTok people. TikTok don't give me like 15,000, 16,000 likes now. And let me see. You can see the X people. Now only fight now, Sabi fight. You see them? You see them? You see am? You see am? The only fight na for this ex una sabi fight. To dey tear una torso. Eh? War. TikTok Ajeba, I'm coming to meet you people. Yeah? Let me pass the mic to them. I'm coming. Let's have fun, my people. That's it. Come
Sada,
in.
sure they told you TikTok is addictive. You no believe. You don't enter am. So, well done, Nigerians. God bless you all, and God bless Nigeria. Um, there's a proverb that says the nobody chases the man that is not holding the ball. If you watch football, 22 people are on a pitch. That ball can only be in the leg of one person at a time. But if that ball enter one person's leg, everybody is mandated to collect that ball from his leg. So we are a valuable movement. Now let me get into enraging your spirit today. You must be angry. As a Nigerian, you must learn to bear grudges. We forgive too easily in this country. We forgive too easily in this country. So let me start from here. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to destroy this country beyond repair. And all of us will suffer for it. All of us will suffer for it. Let me state this here. Yesterday, a small nation in the world called Mongolia, the citizens of that nation came out, protested for 2 straight weeks till their president entered helicopter and jackpot from the country. As I speak to you, he has left governance, he has gone, and they will be looking for a new president. The man's name is Luvsanam Oyun Eden. He lost a key parliamentary vote in his country, but when you ask what happened, Mongolia's prime minister was forced to resign after losing a confidence vote amidst public anger at his son's lavish spending. The son of the president of Mongolia was a lavish spender. Mongolians came out, protested till he was forced to resign. Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be forced to resign in this country in Jesus' name. Okay, when you ask, what did this man, what did his son, what was he doing? What was he doing? Buhari's son had an accident in the first year of his father's tenure. He had an accident in a BMW bike that cost over $170,000 on public record. Nothing happened to Buhari. He did 8 years in Nigeria. The Mongolian president's son took his girlfriend on a holiday and posted himself giving her gifts. This post has currently been removed from all social media. The gifts the Mongolian president gave the babe, the Mongolian president's son gave his babe that caused the whole citizens of the country to protest for the president to resign are as follows. A black Dior handbag, appliances from an electronic company called SMEG, SMEG, and a Miu jacket from Prada. One handbag, maybe handset, iPhone, and a Prada jacket. Mongolians pursued their presidents out of office. In the last 2 years alone, Sheyi Tinubu, he's someone I know, but I condemn him on every platform because he's doing rubbish. In the last 2 years alone, Sheyi Tinubu has been implicated in buying 3 Richard Mille wristwatches on public record. with the average of one of those watches costing $400,000. If you go to the book of Google, Seyi Tinubu bought a house for £11 million in the UK. It was investigated by the EFCC, and that's where that case died. Nigerians have not protested for his father to resign for that frivolous public spending. We are not yet a serious country. Mongolia is doing well economically. They have vast mineral wealth. Mongolia does not owe the kind of debt Nigeria owes, but the president's son took his babe, bought one jacket, one handbag, and one electronic appliance. The country pursued both him and his father out of office. I don't know if somebody is listening. If you are listening, press show me thumbs up emoji here. If you're listening on TikTok, give me some likes. Let me know that what I'm saying is entering you people's heads. Let me know. Because get us, I want to start this thing. Because if Nigerians always think, yeah, America, small countries have stopped taking rubbish from their presidents. They're not waiting for election cycle. Ogun kill election. Okay. No wahala. As I speak to you, as at 4th of April, 2025, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government has borrowed 57 trillion naira in 23 months. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government has borrowed 57 trillion naira in 23 months. Nearly beating Buhari's debt that took 8 years. I want to remind you people, Buhari took 8 years to borrow 77 trillion naira. Buhari left our debts at 77 trillion naira. He borrowed over 8 years. Tinubu has borrowed 57 trillion naira in 23 months. Let me just read that again for the deaf. For the deaf who's not hearing. It took Buhari 8 years to leave Nigeria in a debt of 77 trillion naira. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has borrowed 53 trillion naira in 2 years, in 23 months, not even 2 years. So, if he stays for 8 years and borrows 53 trillion every 2 years, that is 53 trillion times 4. If he just keeps borrowing 53 trillion every 2 years. 53 trillion times 4 is a number that I'm not sure we have not entered gazillion. Because I tried to write it down and I don't think I know what number that is. Somebody should help me do 53 trillion times 4. And tell me what you came up with. We're at almost 300 trillion or something naira. Okay. No wahala. Since we're not going to protest for the sons flexing, we're not protesting for the dads flexing. Okay, let's go to the coastal highway. Objective media. Bola Tinubu flew from Abuja, came to Lagos, shut down traffic for 3 hours, and went to launch a road which was to be 700 kilometers. They told you that they have done 30 kilometers. Bola Tinubu came to Lagos and launched 30 kilometers of road. Objective media go the road, go find out, say, na 24 kilometers, 9 then do. Nigerians have not protested, though. Nigeria, don't get me, oh. A country protested because of one Prada jacket, one Dior handbag, and one electronic appliance. A 14 trillion naira road has been scammed. Nobody has told you how much it is per square meter. Nobody has told you how much it is per kilometer. Rufai asked to Mahi that question. Ronus came and were insulting Rufai. But guess what happened? Tinubu has not even built the 30 kilometers to start with. But you are in 53 trillion naira debt added to 77 trillion naira debt.
Government of scam.
Okay. Maybe it's N6. Maybe it's Obidient. Maybe it's Peter Obi. The people, because of the problem in this country. Eh? I've given you two things already. Okay. Now, breaking news. 27th of May, 2025. President Bola Tinubu requested Akpabio's National Assembly to help him secure further loans of a fresh $24 billion to add to Nigeria's current debt of 183 trillion naira. Please, I love to tell people, follow me to the book of Google, Punch newspapers. If you want to even give yourself heartbreak, just go to Google and type Tinubu borrowing Nigeria debt. Just so that your heart can have near heart attack right now. As I speak to you, Tinubu has requested for the National Assembly to approve for him to borrow $21.5 million from here. He wants to borrow 15 billion yen from Japan. Please, what have we done to this man? What have we done to this man? The total facility of projects and loans Tinubu is planning to borrow is estimated at 21.5 million United States dollars, 15 billion Japanese yen, and grants of 65 million euros, respectively. I repeat, we are owing this amount of money. He's still planning to borrow 21.5 million US dollars, 15 billion Japanese yen, and beg for grants of 65 million euros. Of which Punch total this money at an additional 24 billion US dollars. Tinubu wants to borrow 24 billion US dollars while Nigeria is owing 183 million naira. Trillion naira. You are owing 183 trillion. You want to borrow $24 billion. Now, let me tell you, you generation on TikTok, because when time will reach, they will activate that illiterate who can barely spring two words together, Pella, for you people. And he will do marathon streamings. And you guys will go and vote rubbish. Let me tell your generation, because if you want to be stupid, if you want to not involve yourself in politics, TikTok people, hear me clearly. The least borrowing repayment plan of the Tinubu administration is 40 years. Bola Tinubu will not be here in 40 years, but Pella will be here, and you and I will be here. I'm in my late 30s. I will be here in 40 years by the special grace of God. But I guarantee you, Atiku, that is 80, will not be here in 40 years. Tinubu, that is claiming 76, will not be 116 years on this earth, the way in don't they expire like this. Guess who is going to repay these loans? Let me tell you, let me break down these loans, how it's happening. The Lagos Coastal Road, a loan was collected of 14 trillion naira to do that road. Tinubu did not collect 14 trillion naira to do all the roads nationwide. So that you can get from here, go to Ibadan, get from here, go to Ilorin, get from here, go to the east, get from here, go to the north. He did not. He took a loan to build a road from Lagos to Calabar. Now, what you don't know, Umahi said this on public record. That road has a plan of about 20, 20 something to 30 toll gates. Please listen carefully, children of God, especially on TikTok. The Lagos Coastal Road has a plan of 20 something to 30 something toll gates. They have still not told us. Umahi announced that the first toll gate that is to be built on these 24 kilometers that they just did, that they claim is 30, the bill, the toll fee is 3,000 naira. The toll fee for the Lagos Coastal Highway is 3,000 naira per toll gate. Each Akin toll gate is 3,000 naira. God help you if you go, come, 6K. 3,000. So I want to ask you, Nigerians, If they finish building that coastal road, you want to go to Calabar, you will leave Lagos about the expressway and the east-west road that Tinubu has left to die, that has no toll on it. The only toll there are imbecile policemen checkpoints all over the place. Then you go to the Lagos coastal road and be paying 3,000 naira per toll gate. Now, guess what happened? The coastal road loan is for 40 years. Any toll gate they put on that road will have to be there for 40 years. Who will be paying 3,000 naira per toll gate for 40 years? I promise you, it is you on TikTok who's 18 years today, 19, 17, dancing to Girlie Be Mine, Itanica. You will use your entire TikTok money. Tinubu would have died 30 years ago. You will still be paying loans that Tinubu and Buhari took. You will be paying loans that Tinubu and Buhari took. Presidents that will come up 40 years from now will be telling Nigerians, do you remember one president? The year is 2070. Do you remember in 2023? Tinubu borrowed one kind money, and the people he borrowed it from, he promised them that he will use 50 years to pay it back. You will be paying money for what you don't know anything about. There will be Nigerians that will be born 10 years from now in 2035 that will be paying Tinubu and Buhari loans from 10 years from now till they're 30. That is 40 years from now. I need you to understand that this is a multi-layered generational evil that is happening. We have gone beyond bantering with these people. We are speaking with demons and jinns, according to the Muslim faith. We are speaking with high-level satanists. Men who spent 53 trillion naira in 2 years and they have nothing to show for it. They have nothing to show for it. Follow me to the book of Google and Google something. All the abandoned projects in Nigeria. I don't think you understand what abandoned project is. All the abandoned projects in Nigeria were valued at 17 trillion naira. All the abandoned government projects in Nigeria, 17 trillion would have fixed all of them. From the high rise in Obalende, or just any abandoned project. If you live in Delta State, Warri, you know what I'm talking about. Every abandoned project in this country was valued by the Nigerian Association of Engineers. That if given 17 trillion, the Nigerian Association of Engineers, will finish every abandoned project from the government in this country. Tinubu took 15 trillion to go and do Coastal Road. And you tell me this is a man that is interested in the growth of this country. Okay, no problem. N6 is a rabble rouser. Let's do another research. One thing I want to beg APC people is this. Dear APC people, please help me beg your leaders to stop going to the following places: IDP camp, schools, and hospitals. Peter Obi has taken those places because every time APC goes there, Nigerian youth protest, APC deals with somebody there. Breaking news right now. Nyesom Wike went to Obafemi Awolowo University. If you know what a university is, that is the home of democracy. If you come to a university, anything you see, you take it. At the university, 2 students came up with placards against Wike. As I speak to you, Wike ordered the DSS to arrest 2 Obafemi Awolowo University students. Now, what is even more painful is that, do you know what happened? Wike came to the school and cultists on record, a suspected cultist from OAU who had been arrested for cult activities in 2018 and rusticated, was used by the authorities under Wike to harass students that were protesting against Wike at Obafemi Awolowo University before the DSS carried them. I am old enough to remember when the American ambassador came to University of Nigeria and Nsukka, and something in I can't even remember what the problem was. There were about 4 UNN students that carried placard about something that was going on in America. The man sat them, what is the matter, and had a discussion with them. This is not now your mama be this, so just carried placard. You don't do. These boys are currently in DSS, and we know that they will not be there eating Indomie with Capri Sun. So please, any lawyers in the house, we must look into this issue. Now, for a coastal road that 15 trillion naira was stolen to build, breaking news: workers at Coastal Road Construction Company, owned by Tinubu's Lebanese ally Shagori, are protesting slave-like working conditions. So just to build 26 kilometers out of 700 that is 700 kilometers. Now the plan. On 26 kilometers, the workers are already complaining of slave-like conditions. When we tell you that anybody that works for this person is a slave and will be treated like a slave, we're not just pulling words. The road they came to commission, 24 hours later, the workers are protesting. Tinubu is lucky those workers did not protest and meet him at that launching 2 days ago. When all the silly imams in the north were preaching their heresy and blasphemy prior to 2023 elections, it was cruised in Arewa. Arewa will get up and create things that are un-Islamic. I have been Googling through the Quran. I can't find Al-Majiri anywhere in the Quran. I cannot find the Al-Majiri system of education anywhere in the Quran. It is completely un-Islamic. The closest to it is that Muhammad went somewhere, peace be upon him, to learn. But I don't know how Arewa turned that one to, if you born Peking, go carry small Peking, go through for road. The prophet went as a full-grown man to learn more in Medina. These people are not taking their children to Medina. They are telling their children to stroll from Sokoto to Jigawa to Kano to this. Please, where is Al-Majiri in Islam? I'll pay 100,000 naira for anybody that will justify the Al-Majiri system in northern Nigeria from the Islamic books. You can't find it anywhere. It is the same way these people were pushing a narrative then. You get where I'm going with this analogy for Arewa? These people pushed an analogy then that the worst Muslim, it is better as a Muslim to be ruled over by the worst Muslim. The worst Muslim president is better than the best Christian president. I'm going to say things to Arewa that will hurt you people today because we need to move forward. The worst Muslim president, we all heard these analogies. Today, Salah has come. And breaking news, Nigerian ram sellers cry over poor sales during Salah. We have had a Muslim president since 2015. We have had a Muslim president and a Muslim vice since 2023. Muslims cannot afford to buy ram for Salah in a Muslim presidency. And when I say Muslim, it goes beyond Arewa. If you are Muslim in this country, you cannot buy a ram. The Lagos State government went and bought ram and were sharing to party faithfuls. That might be the highest ram you will eat tomorrow. There's a time in this country when Salah comes, just get up, wear native and just go to your phone and look for your friends of the Muslim faith. We cannot even celebrate Salah in a Muslim presidency. So what are we then doing here? What are we then doing here? As a Muslim, your life was better under Oshibanjo, under Goodluck Jonathan. As a Muslim, your life was better when there was one Muslim president and one Christian president. But as a Muslim, your life has gotten worse in 2 years under a Muslim president and a Muslim vice president. I'm telling you this because in 2026, I say one of the best things Tinubu has done for the whole country, is announcing his campaign barely 2 years into governance because we have enough time. We have enough time to clean our house. We have enough time to clean outside. We have enough time to collaborate. We have enough time to coalition. We have enough time to coalition. We have enough time to disagree on the coalition. We have enough time to agree on a coalition. We have enough time to disagree again on a coalition. We have more than enough time. We have more than enough time. The man has put the whole country in election mode. Election is 2027. We're in 2025. Whole country is on election mode. People are potting. People are potting. Big men are potting. Tunde Bakari in 2023 on public record said, I can never call Tinubu my president. Yesterday, Tunde Bakari went to Tinubu and came out and was telling Nigerians, we need to be patient and pray for the president. You will be gaslit beyond your wildest dreams. Davido has gone to Aso Rock. Davido don't go Aso Rock. I'm calling all of them. They are my guys. Davido has visited Tinubu already. If you hear any song from Davido supporting Tinubu, you mean to tell me now that it will affect you? Everybody. Okowa. Everybody. Every day a new defection. Every day a new defection. Yesterday was Pastor Tunde Bakari. Today, Akito Gates. God knows who will be tomorrow. Jack the builder is already ginger, and that one will never chop belly food. He done the ginger. How they want to leave the movement is peace, obedience, soft. Let obedience insult me so that I can tell the world that obedience insulted me. We will insult you out of this place. You did not build this place, and you will get out and you will live with nothing. We are here for good governance. And I must say, I appreciate everybody in this movement who loves Peter Obi but is not an obedient. You are highly appreciated. I don't care as long as you are here for good governance. Bill Gates has visited Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We were on this platform when Bill Gates' maize was explained to Nigerians that if you plant Bill Gates' maize on the ground, you cannot plant anything else on that ground. We were here when GMO was described to Nigerians. Guess who was welcomed in Aso Rock? But what was agreed on was not told to Nigerians. Bill Gates. The same Bill Gates that Senator Sani insulted is the same Bill Gates today. Once how much is dollar for one of the world's richest man? $10 million in Aso Rock that he will drop yesterday. Or they will sign maize GMO for the whole country. As I speak to you, we are heading towards a one-party dictatorship. An OAP in Kaduna State held a show. People were talking about the new governor, Ubasani, and how he's failing in discipline. As I speak to you, DSS went to the radio station and arrested the OAP. And arrested the broadcaster. Broadcaster do show, open mic, tell Kaduna people how this man be since he don't enter after 2 years. People, they talk their mind, though. DSS come arrest broadcaster. That is where we are. That is where we are. Week ago, OAU. Students say we no want. We don't like how you behave. DSS has arrested the students. As I speak with you, the head of the Nigerian Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Mongolians, remember, pursued their president because the son bought his girlfriend a watch, a phone, a jacket, and a bag. In Nigeria, the president of the Nigerian Association of Nigerian Students said that the son of the president paid people to beat him up within an inch of his life because he was offered 100 million naira and he refused. Breaking news, the head of NANS is still in DSS custody till today. Till today. We talked about this guy 2 violence spaces ago. We talked about him last violence space. 1 week later, he's still in DSS custody. As I speak to you, they told you guys in the Southwest that they want to implement Sharia in the Southwest. Everybody was arguing. Breaking news, today is Thursday. On Tuesday, a brand new terror group, a brand new terror group announced themselves in Kwara State. And today, the same terror group killed 2 police escorts, abducted a Chinese national and his co-worker in Kwara State. If you drive from Kwara to Lagos, it will take you less than 4 hours. A brand new terror group has been launched in Kwara State. Just in case you think our local makes you immune. Breaking news again, Tinubu is currently in Lagos State, fighting with Sanwo-Olu for reasons God best known to him. He wants to keep telling who will be the next governor. I need you to understand that in Edo State, Asue Obaseki could not impose Asue Igodalo to follow him as governor. But Tinubu has imposed Fashola, Ambode, removed Ambode after 1 term. That 1 term he did to Ambode and put Sanwo-Olu there. He's already fighting with Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu has 2 more years to go. He's fighting with Sanwo-Olu. Are you seeing a pattern that this man is a madman? When Tinubu was president, he changed his vice president, when he was governor, he changed deputy governor 2 times. He was the only governor that had 3 deputy governors. Koforola Bokno, Femi Pedro, and ended up with 1 man that was a non-entity in the last year of his administration. He has never worked with any deputy. That is why Shettima knows he's on his toes. He's already fighting with Sanwo-Olu. His most loyal slave. He's quarreling with Sanwo-Olu already. Tinubu got up today and said all the land approvals that the governor of Lagos State approved are null and void. And he's telling the deputy governor to fight the governor. This is where we are. This is where we are as a country. Nigerians are not Mongolians. But please, for God's sake, what are we? What are Nigerians then? They say if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. We are not standing for anything. We are falling for everything. Where do we go from here? The latest one is that all the whistleblowers in the National Assembly, Akpabio has started trying to find whistleblowers in the National Assembly with the DSS to arrest them. Did you know this? Because of all the leaks from the budget, from the this, from the that. Let me touch this budget briefly.
Actually, that answers that you touched the budget. I'll wrap up. I just wanted to announce that the budget website is down as we speak.
Obviously.
You know what?
I said
they've taken it down, but go on.
The news states that whistleblowers are targeted amidst corruption claims. They are targeting their whistleblowers. Okay, this fantastic budget. Please explain to me. You guys keep talking about this street light. Now that street light, now they even vex on our pass. No, be that one they pay me. The Ministry of Water Resources. Listen carefully. The Ministry of Water Resources in the 2025 budget has a byline for 600 million naira. But guess what the Ministry of Water Resources wants to do with 600 million naira? They want to use 200 million naira. They want to use 600 million naira to build 3 police stations in Edo State. Please, waiting concern the Ministry of Water Resources with renovation, furnishing of Uzeba police station and police quarters in Owan West local government area, Edo State. Brand new. It's a new contract, 200 million naira. Ministry of Water Resources, renovation and furnishing of Sabongida GRA police station and quarters. Owan West local government in Edo State. Be like say this one a full and new.
Sis, may I answer your question for you? I know what the one is on too.
Okay. Now Akpakumis are the one that sham now. They know as they want to do themselves. The third police station, renovation and refurbishing of Afuze police station and quarters. Owan West local government. So in Owan West alone, the Ministry of Water Resources is going to spend 600 million naira to refurbish 3 police stations at an average of 200 million naira each. Because how much is it to build police station? Talk less of to refurbish it. The Ministry of Water Resources You see, this is why they did that thing they did in Edo State. The Ministry of Water Resources is providing solar lights, provision of all-in-one solar lights in Oredo, Federal Constituency, Edo State, 50 million naira. Ministry of Water Resources, supply of cassava stems in Idanre, Central Local Government Area, Ondo State, 50 million naira. Ministry of Water Resources, procurement and installation of solar lights for communities in Southwest, multiple local governments not named, 1 billion naira. Hey, you guys have not looked at this budget. I said the day I looked at this budget, I had to pour Casamigos for myself before I run mad. The Ministry of Water Resources is putting supply of plantain suckers in a Danre center. Please, what is with a Danre and with all one local government?
Now,
Acquisition and land clearing for
now
University
there
of
be
Science and
that place be
Technology.
the SPV local government.
Yes, now. Yeah, because their man is now, they rigged their man to be governor, a man that didn't say one word all through his election campaign. The Ministry of Water Resources, acquisition and land clearing for University of Science and Technology, Badagry, Lagos State, ongoing, 1.7 billion naira. ICT infrastructure, 500 million naira. Where it will be put, nobody knows. They just wrote Ministry of Water Resources, ICT infrastructure budget, 500 million naira. Supply of computers to youths in Ekiti South, Federal Constituency, 200 million naira. Ekiti youth, we said their vote on credit 5,000 naira. Now I want carry 200 million. Go give them computer. No wahala. Supply and installation of solar boreholes in Ado Erekodu, Ekiti State, 150 million naira. Please, what is the Ministry of Water Resources with building a university, building 3 police stations for 200 million naira each, building solar street lights? The only thing from the Ministry of Water Resources in their budget is provision of solar borehole for 150 million naira. That is the only thing concerning water in the Ministry of Water Resources budget. That is the only thing concerning water. 150 million naira for water is the only thing concerning water in the ministry's budget. They are going to provide computer in Ekiti. They are building this thing. They're doing borehole. They're doing street lights. Ministry of Water Resources. And tomorrow, Nigerians, you wonder why water is not running in your tap. How will water run in your tap? If you're in Edo State and you find out that the Ministry of Water Resources has spent almost 2 billion naira on building police station, but water no they run for your tap. This is where we are in this country. This is where we are in this country. Make you see the one way. This is where we are. All these things, KPMG has told Nigeria. This is where I'm dropping this, my submission. KPMG has warned Nigeria. We are currently spending 65% of our earnings servicing our debt. And they have warned Nigeria and the Tinubu government that if you do not find how to ramp up domestic production, you will spend 100% of the national budget on debt servicing in the next 2 years. I don't think you understand what 100% of the national budget, as Nigeria, they make money, as you pay your taxes, as they milk you for your data, as they milk you for electricity, as they milk you for band A, there will be no money left to build infrastructure. That pothole on your street, you will use sand and stone and cover it by next year. Because 100% of our budget will go into debt servicing if Tinubu borrows this new $28 billion. KPMG has warned him. Not Peter Obi, not the Obidient movement, not Atiku. KPMG. Dear Nigerians, me personally, we cannot afford to wait till 2027. We need to get this man out of there. He does not know what he's doing. He does not know what he's doing. It would have been better for Nigeria that Tinubu spent 15 trillion naira, and it would have better Tinubu had 30 kilometers of road in every express in this country and left landmark as it was. But they have left all the roads in Nigeria and they're building a fictitious road to nowhere. And the toll gate on the Lagos Calabar highway will be 3,000 naira per toll. God help you if police go there that road. You go give police money, you go pay for toll. And when I tell you that Tinubu will do this, is because I always say this. I lived in VI. My sister, before she went to Canada, lived in Ikoyi. When I wanted to visit my sister, I will pass through the VI toll gate at Oriental Hotel. I'll pay 200 naira. Then they were tolling the Lekki Ikoyi Link Bridge for 1,000 naira. So the shortcut, I will come out of my house in VI in Oniru. I will drive to Lekki toll gate. I'll pay 200. I'll enter Lekki phase 1. I will climb the bridge. My sister lived on Banana Island. I will climb the bridge. I'll pay 1,000 naira. I will come down from the bridge. I'll go to Banana Island. When I'm coming back, I will climb the bridge. I'll pay 1,000 naira. 2,200. Then I'll pass the Lekki to the VI toll gate up. So it cost me 2,400 naira to drive from VI to Ikoyi because Tinubu is alive. From VI to Ikoyi, it was costing me 2,400 just to see my sister. If I don't want that, I have to drive the long road from VI, climb the bridge, down to Falomo, blow the whole of Body Lawn, reach the roundabout, blow the next set of this thing to enter Banana Island. I was giving Tinubu 2,400 naira. You will pay. You people on TikTok that are not interested in politics. You not go. Bro, Tinubu would have died 40 years ago. You will be paying his debts. Don't worry. If you're not interested in politics, politics will be interested in you. Keep listening to people that tell you the Obidient movement is a Igbo movement. It's a Yoruba movement. Peter Obi is this. The last thing I'll tell you guys is this. A flood happened in Minna, Niger State, Mokwa. The first federal government delegation that went to Mokwa, they did not go to the flood place. They went to the state house and commiserated with the governor and went back to Abuja. Peter Obi went to Mokwa, went to the flood site, came back, went to visit the governor, and gave them 20 million naira. This flood was so bad that the Niger state government posted their account details online. Say, please donate. IBB, follow me to the book of Google. Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, a former dictator of Nigeria, is still alive. He's incapacitated medically and he's in Minna, Niger State. Google this thing with me. IBB raised 17.6 billion naira at his book launch 3 months ago. IBB did not donate a penny to a flood that happened in a state he's living in. But after Peter Obi donated 20 million naira, what did we hear today? Shetima visited on behalf of the government to donate 2 billion naira and rice, APC rice, of which we all know 90% of the rice will be expired with worms inside because it's their palliative they've been storing and hiding for election. You don't want empathy. You don't want to vote a man that as it happen, he go there, he go look into him, he go drop something. You don't want, that's not the one you want. You want the one that treats you like a slave. Nigerians, the ball is in your court. I repeat, Mongolia came out and saw where their president's son posted something. One handbag, one jacket, one electronic appliance, not named. They made their president, they protested till their president resigned from office. Nigeria, last week, Wike's son's Instagram handle was discovered. It trended online. All the boy does is ball. All he does is ball. He does nothing for a living. He balls. But guess what? Nobody protested. Though. The people in Abuja did not get up to protest for Wike to resign. Not. Rather, I found out that Wike's son's handle now has more followers than it had in the past. There are probably some Nigerian girls there poaching him pussy in the DM. Pardon my French. posting him in the DM. There'll be boys begging for giveaway in the DM. I can bet. That is where we are. That is where we are. Where we are in this country. Nigeria matter no they finish, but they're Nigerians. There is fire on the mountain, and we have to do something about it before 2027. We must do something about it before 2027. Other countries have removed their leaders for less. I rest my case. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. I yield.
Oh, thank you very much, my brother. That was a master class. Yeah, thank you so much. Wonderful submission, as in. You know, get where you no touch, man. I was telling yourself, say, I beg, release, keep some for later because honestly, I didn't want you to rush through some of the submissions.
No, no one talk again today. Now
No,
why I
I
just
beg,
drop
no,
it?
no, no,
Make
I see
open to the house.
my TikTokers are really feeling the submission. You know, you suppose don't come there. You know, say you don't talk. You suppose don't come there, but it's all well. Thank you so much.
We
Wonderful
did. I
submission.
told you I switched on my notifications for your TikTok. So once you go on, I'll get the notification. If the timing works for me, I'm there with you live.
No, Allah,
That
my brother.
generation, they have been because I know they will activate that their Pella and Jarvis very soon.
My brother, they
But what they
activate
don't
them.
know is that every Festus Keyamo went to concession and airport in the east on an 80-year payment plan. Do you remember financial
Yes, now
planner
these
Carlo
guys
Anja
have
was
these guys are that
on
they
an 80-year payment plan? Festus Keyamo does not have 80 more years in his destiny, even if God makes him an exceptional creature before heaven and earth. But people who will be born 60 years from now will be 20 years old, 80 years from now, and paying a debt that Festus Keyamo put on their head. And Nigeria might not even remember who Festus Keyamo is 80 years from now.
yes now. And then the children of that those days were asking at that time, what did you do? You know,
What did you do? What did your
when
generation do? Why aren't you people fighting? Why aren't you people talking? Okay, Saddam, this is my last bombshell. And
no
this is
no
just a one
okay,
minute
go on,
sentence.
go on,
One
go on.
minute sentence. 1 minute sentence. When they tell you obedience are toxic, please remind them. Gunmen killed a Labour Party senatorial candidate and 5 others in Enugu on the 23rd of February 2023. The Labour Party spokeswoman, Victoria Chintex, trended because she gathered women in Kaduna and sang a song, Peter Obi will save us. 6 days later, she was murdered in her house in front of her family and butchered to pieces. Labour Party lawmakers lost an eye in the East. Murder of Labour Party candidate is a threat to democracy. Just Google Labour Party. They have been killing, shooting, stabbing, beating, enjoying us for years. On public record, the only time an APC chieftain was killed, kidnapped, or faced any form of violence was from terrorists. Terrorist kidnaps APC chieftain for 180 days. Terrorist kidnaps APC chieftain. 10 million naira was paid as ransom. Terrorists kidnap the people who came to pay the kidnap for the APC chieftain. On record, I yield.
Thank you very much, my brother. I think that's the perfect way to summarize those submission. But I honestly speaking, it's something that if you did not hear MC's submission from the beginning, please at the end of the show go and replay it. It is fully packed, fully packed. But guys, let's run on with the conversation, my brother. I think welcome to the show. Um, Guys, thank you for your patience. I see every one of you on the platform, all our TikTokers. You heard, I'm going to bring in S6 very soon. Here we'll be having marathon shows here. Me no get time for TikTok. You see, na epa, na epa. Well, me be. I've done everything to convince you. Hey my goodness. All right, guys. I see all of you. Please, thank you for your patience. Let me circle to Wembley, Nigeria. Hopefully, he's going to give us a very brief one. Then he will help coordinate the speakers to come. I know you guys are itching to speak right now, but be patient with us. Let's have this conversation going on. Thank you. Wembley, my brother. How are you doing today? Good evening.
Yeah, Saddam. Good, e- good,
Sorry, I know. I thought Epa Wembley.
good evening. Good evening. Me, you don't go put yourself for. If I tell you, I'm taking deliberate and intentional steps not to get used to. No, is it not to get? or to get used to, if there's anyone like that. Instagram scrolling. I'll go add TikTok to it. I don't I don't finish with that. But anyways, um
Someone help me do that math. So 213 trillion debt. Wow.
uh anyway, thanks. Good evening to everybody on the space. I can see a couple of persons. It's catching fire in here. Like Saddam said, honestly, if I say thank God they come, we just come violence peace. As Saddam just give opening prayer, because Saddam solution are opening prayer. Don't give NCs take sermon from beginning to end. As soon as he finish, we just say, oh, thanks to everybody. Do you have question one? Let's take one or two questions and we close. Everybody will go home. Everybody go and sleep because NC's submission is a master class, to be honest. I just as NC was doing submission, I just dropped my phone here. Just the chop banana and granite. Just the listen. That's what exactly what I was just doing. I go reach your place, go talk some things. I go let's say some of it I miss some of the punchline where else they put for the middle. I don't look deep. I don't look for the emoji. I know they see emoji, but that's fine. But anyway, like Saddam said, I likely not give. I've not give like a submission. Matter of fact, I probably have just gone to speaker. But I think mine, I'll just only sound a couple of warnings. But before I do that, please, I'm going to remind you, if you are just joining the space, maybe you came in the middle of Saddam's submission, you came in the middle of NC's submission, so you did. I mean, you just got in and what you had captivated you, so you were just listening. You forgot that you needed to share or repost this place. Please go ahead and repost the space. It's very important for me personally. I feel it's very important because there's almost no need to be having this kind of conversation. Imagine everything that NC just said just now. That it's the same. All of us here, that only those of us here that heard it. It kind of like um, I don't know. It just creates something. And I always say this: people don't understand that there are a lot of person. If you picture Twitter from only your timeline, you might think that, oh, Twitter is, you know, everybody in Twitter is, they know what's happening, they are following. It's a lie. Oh. I swear down. I swear down. There are people on this Twitter that, I mean, they may enter here and they cannot relate. As in, it's fresh for them. So those are the kind of people I'm really targeting, because some of the times it pretty much looks like preaching to the choir. Um, I'm just going to sound, so please again repost the space. If you don't know how to do it, just find someone on the screen. I don't want to have to teach how to do it. Someone on the screen. If you click the comment section, you are going to see the post like the space like a tweet, so you can just retweet it there or repost it depending on if you are still using Twitter or using X or you are not using X. But repost it, you could find somewhere to share it, so you copy the link and tweet the link. Like I always say, you could decide to delete it after the space if you don't feel like you want to have it permanently on your TL. But for now, let's try to do that to get people in. That aside, um, for me, I think Nancy has said everything, or pretty much everything that needs to be said. I think the first warning, I don't know, it's not warning, maybe, I don't know what it is. Call it whatever it is. I don't know the right words to use. The first thing I want to just say is that let's come. I mean, we do a lot of pointing out what APC is doing, what Tinubu and his criminal structure, in fact, the APC criminal structure in entirety is doing. We do all these things, but I want to just remind us, to be honest, really, really, to be honest, it's good. But I have to tell you the truth that ultimately our salvation solely depends on us. So for just have that at the back of your mind that NCS was talking about Mongolia just now. It's just people that got fed up and decided to act on it. Our salvation solely, and I'm emphasizing solely because, like NCS was saying just now, the trajectory in which these criminals are going is very predictable. So they are planning to stick with maybe the high and the influential in the society. So if you notice, you mentioned like Davido and even Bakari and all that. So I'm just going to say it again. Our salvation depends solely on us. So if you are not actively thinking about how to save yourself, or at least how to get people to buy into your agenda to save yourself, how to radicalize people to stand up and save Nigeria, then really there's the best we are doing is just mere lamentation and just I don't know how to put it. So it's important for everybody to know that at the back or at the front of your mind. So that's the first thing I want to say. Then the last thing I'm going to say is, I think one of the things that kind of pisses me off a lot of time, or of recent in the TL, I need, to be honest, I know you guys want Peter Obi to run, and I know he's likely going to run, but God knows, for the kind of sea finish that Peter Obi has gotten, if I had a one-on-one, not like if I had just an opportunity to talk to Peter Obi alone, I may almost lean towards discouraging him to run. And because I almost feel like Nigerians don't. I see a lot of disrespect on the TL. It's so annoying. I mean the way people to be honest, it's almost as if we really deserve tyrants. The way people relate to Peter Obi, sometimes I have to ask myself, say, I mean, this man, now let's say this man not be billionaire. I mean, this man not really get money like that. Oh. Because the truth is that I think we need, because I've seen a couple of persons with TVS recently and be like, oh, the Obidient movement, this and that. Peter Obi, this, blah, 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 blah. To be honest, anything Peter Obi wants to do, he has the right. The highest that will happen is you get angry and say you not vote for him. That's the highest. And whether or not, so you vote for Peter Obi, you benefit. You don't vote for Peter Obi, or rather, you vote for him, it doesn't stand to gain anything. You don't vote for him, it doesn't stand to. I've seen Peter Obi. I know people that are crazy for power, for the reason of power. So I can tell that this man is not really interested in presidency for the reason of power. So I'm just going to tell everybody, for those that probably feel obedience are to this, are to that, the truth is that this is a movement that has carried everybody. First of all, to start with, I personally sometimes don't agree with the approach of every obedient. As a matter of fact, it's not even possible to agree, because it's almost like it's as if, because the movement is so big, even with the organization and all that, you will still see people going their own direction, and it is okay. So you are not obligated. We're not coming here for family. The only thing that brought us together is the law, the passion to want to save Nigeria. So I do not necessarily need to agree with everybody's approach. So if you are here, you are going to be thinking, oh, obedience, do they do this, do they do that? So for this reason, I'm not going to be obedient. For this reason, I'm not going to campaign for Peter Obi. I'm not going to do this for Peter Obi. Oh boy, yeah. you're, you're just on your own. So just get it in your mind, in your
By
head.
yourself, you they do.
And yes, absolutely. Now Peter Obi, they cause this thing, because if to say so how we talk now, say Baba don't they in just carry himself go one island with Mommy Margaret. In don't forget Nigeria. All this finish now for the come out. But I really just want to advise everybody that whatever you do, or whatever you are thinking now, because it's going to happen a lot going forward in the future, and it may start to look as if, oh, what some of these persons are saying makes sense. I'm telling you, absolutely makes no sense. Just have it at the back of your mind now that it makes no sense. Peter Obi does not have anything that he stands to gain or lose from you. I think, okay, let me not say absolutely nothing. Maybe the only thing he stands to gain will be the opportunity he desperately wants to make Nigeria a better country. As in, just having that fulfillment of getting the opportunity to do it, that's the only thing. And to be honest, I mean, Peter Obi, if I get the opportunity, if I not get them, I will not care that much. So let's just have that at the back of our mind going forward. Whatever you are thinking to do, whatever you are thinking. I mean, if you feel like, oh, some people's approach is not okay with you, there are sometimes people have done things, I feel like their approach is not okay with me. I mean, a lot of the time, I don't bother even talking about it on the TL. Talk. How am I supposed to control? Let's even go with what INEC said. How am I supposed to control what over 6 million people they are thinking? Why would I want to do that? Or let me say just on X. How am I supposed to control all that? So it's, for me, all you need is mean well for Nigeria. Do what you can on your own. And at the end of the day, just do what you can on your own and forget about whatever some other persons are thinking. And this is really what I'll say from my end. And just to round up, this just came to my head now. Actually, you know where our mind is at in Nigeria. That's why sometimes I just kind of question if we are very ready for Rabbit, very ready to take back the country from these guys. I made a post, so I think some 2-3 days ago. It was a video. Joe Biden had actually posted that video. And I reposted when Joe Biden posted that video. But I think I was scrolling somewhere and I saw it. I was like, I've seen this video before. This video deserves some more audience. So I posted it on my TL. And hours later, not hours, I think the next day, because my Twitter notification is pretty much silent. Not my Twitter notification, actually my phone is default on silent, both phone call and everything. Some moments, I think the next day when I got free and I got on Twitter, and I saw that I had like pretty much, thank God for piled up notification, and I discovered that the post was going pretty much what you would say viral or something. And I was trying to look at the comment section. So basically, just to put it in context, it was the post where somebody was emphasizing the two budget item of street light and boreholes, right? And I looked at the comment section, and I saw a significant people in the comment section's problem was, if you remember that video, if you see that video, you know that the guy switched to switch accent, which is like the content part of it. Right? I posted it for the message part of it. And I was in the comment section, I was seeing people more focused on, oh, that switch. Oh, the switch was fire. Oh, the guy switch was. It just drew my attention to when this other guy made a post of somebody recently, I'm sure you also saw it on the TL, did an analysis of the road that they went to do whatever. I don't know what they went to do that day. To tell you that what they say that road is, the kilometers, the 10 that they said was from the Eleko corridor is not up to 10. He measured it and it was about 6, dead about. And as of that time, there was nobody walking. And to be honest, like Saddam has said earlier, they have a way of distracting us. I just realized that when that whole conversation was going on about that thing, everybody was more focused more on whether Tinubu shook the hands of Sanwo-Olu or not. That was like really the conversation. Nobody really talked. Nobody really said something. So I was just thinking in my head that, are you sure these people not plan to say, Sanwo-Olu, you know what? I will not shake you now. What they go talk about that? Because if we leave these people, they might talk about why are we commissioning 30 kilometers. Let's, you know what? I will not shake you. It almost look as if I just felt like something they can do. In rounding up, I know Saddam has said an hashtag, and that's actually totally fine. It's just that this hashtag, stop border partying. Maybe I go add my own. My own is hashtag APC must die. APC must just die.
Hashtag rig 2027
My brother,
and
that's not
die.
budget padding. Just I beg, I just dey think of something really strong. This APC must buy. It be like nine be the best self.
Baba,
Anyone who
APC
let's
must
get
die.
something tonight, I beg.
APC
I
must
love
die.
it. I love it.
I'm personally intentional about the fact that APC must die. I've said it before. If I'm not, so let me be very clear. I mean, I don't mind, but the real message is not whether if the people in APC must die. If the people in APC decide to go to another party, for me, after 2027, there shouldn't be an entity by the name called APC. Just going by what they have done to Nigerians alone, there shouldn't be an entity by the name called APC. I'm not saying kill the people under it. That's really, I'm not interested in all that. But the point is, APC as an entity, you see that all something that they call all political criminals, all terrorist organization, whatever they are, APC must die. So I would add it to this hashtag APC must die. So on that note, I'm just going to round up my summation. It's been a good start of the space. I'm going to bring in Okay Ibrahim, carry your come back here. Where did you go? I really wanted to hear what Okay Ibrahim said, but I think they will come back. Well, thanks to everybody that have joined the space. We'll start getting speakers now. We'll see a couple of persons that are requesting, some are already on the speaker session. Please, if you're on the speaker session, check your phone and raise your hands so we can, quickly start to take people and bring up more people to speak on the space. Remember, the topics today is first the state of the nation, but specifically more into budget. God, APC must die. The budgets, the coastal road fraud. Then, of course, today we are talking about the Obidient movement. I'm here for it. So, thanks to everybody that's just joining. Please do well to raise your hand. But of course, I'm going to start with Mommy B as usual. Mommy B is the co-host that is not having co-host, whatever to her name.
Yeah, Twitter no they allow us get more than 2 co-hosts. If
It's
not,
the,
I've
it's the
even
man
dropped make
Elon
mommy
Musk.
be do co-host. I
I
don't they
swear.
talk and since.
Mommy
It's
B
the
don't
man Elon
block
Musk.
666,355,000,000 people.
That's true.
They get one obedient we do one math say Nigeria is owing how many trillion under Tinubu. We can't do the math divided by 220 million Nigerians. They can't be say every Nigerian they owe 800 and something thousand naira. Some Nigerians never see 800,000 in their whole life.
And it's not say so. I know just for education purpose. I know some people will be thinking that some people will be thinking, this is where I see the talk. So when I say I see government go pay the money, not me go pay. You don't know the implication. The implication is that before development, even if you have a good president today, with the borrowing rate, the implication of what NCC is saying is that with the borrowing rate, even if we have a good president today, and I mean we have, I don't know, think about the best president you can think of. Before the president will really kick off, but by 10 of you don't finish, he never still kick off. Because he's having to deal with so much debt. That's the implication. It's not just about whether the loan will be paid back. Yeah, nobody will come ask you money directly to pay back the loan. Of course, with APC, I trust APC will find a way to make the money out of Nigerians for sure. But even if they don't ask you directly to say, oh, gather money to pay loan, it affects you very directly. I can't emphasize it enough. Mommy B, please call me.
Good evening from my side. I was just thinking about that 800,000 naira. I remember when Simi was born. Then the UK used to give us give newborn babies I think it was for her, I think it was £1,000 or something along those lines, in form of not like the parents can spend it or anything, but you just literally, it goes into an account and it matures when they're 18. And so you can, like, as family members, you can add to it and all the rest of it. And I'm now thinking, a child that is born today, without, I mean, what a start to life in a country where there's no infrastructure, nothing, and having to literally have that on your head. And people that think it's no big deal, it is a massive deal, because if you think there is no, that the infrastructure in the country is non-existent, right? When they have to pay 100% of their revenue to service debt, right? There's going to be zilch, nothing. They won't even make, they won't even try and pretend. I mean, not like they're pretending now. But yeah, I mean, that just came to me and I was like, oh my God, because Simi's going to cash in October. But yeah, no, I mean, you see, sometimes when I think about Nigeria, my heart breaks, and then I then find this energy, right? Because I am very focused on what I, as an obedient, want to achieve, right? And at the end of the day, right, I should be that one person who's going to say, well, fuck this. I don't need this. I can, I can focus on in retirement and live my life out wherever I want to go in the world and what have you. But no, I owe it to I owe it to my granddaughter and perhaps her granddaughter, right, and generations to come to at least continue to fight. Because what is this? If you look at that budget, you know how scary the numbers. When you think about what they were screaming about in 2013 and 2014, right, what they were screaming about in terms of corruption, when you compare it, it's not like I'm saying corruption is good, full stop. No. I mean, some of it was propaganda anyway, right? But at least at that point in time, right, whether they were siphoning money or padding budgets or not, they at least, right, try to govern. They at least, you could see capital infrastructure, you could see stuff that was happening. Perhaps it wasn't happening as quickly as it should, right? But it was still there. So for whatever you feel about the 16 so-called years of PDP, right? At the start of PDP, Obasanjo paid off our debt, right? He's restructured, came to a deal with Paris Club. All of that happened. I wasn't even in Nigeria, and I remember getting the news and rejoicing as a Nigerian in the diaspora. Oh my God.
$48 billion.
Yes. Right? I remember rejoicing that, oh my God, we're debt free. Now we can develop as a country. Right? And these people have dragged us, in fact, in our whole existence as a country. Right? We have never owned this much more. And they're not stopping. And what is painful about it is if they were borrowing for capital infrastructure, if they were borrowing to improve healthcare, if they were borrowing to improve education, right? If they were borrowing, right, to ensure that Nigerians, right, are able to access, right, what we in the diaspora take for granted, right, it will make sense. But no, they are borrowing to steal, right? That padded budget, right? In fact, when I've tried, so I've seen the headlines, most of the headlines. I was, but N6, my heart was breaking over and over again because I'm thinking about the extent to which corruption, right, has now become, it's mainstream. No, but they don't care anymore. And why don't they care is because they have seen Nigerians as being docile, low energy, unable to focus. In fact, it's probably why they hate the Obidient movement, because we are the only ones who will continue to talk about, right, the fact that these people are not governing, or they came to, I mean, it's like Tinubu went there to establish something. And I want to say categorically, as somebody who comes from Lagos State, Tinubu has to be a one-term president. In fact, if we can drag him and Shetima from that place, we need to drag them. Because if you allow, Tinubu does not leave, right? Lagosians, we know this, right? He captured the state to a point where no contract can be awarded until you kiss the ring, right? Those people, I mean, it's like, cast your minds back to the last election, right? Civil servants, they had to submit their PVCs, right? They weren't given, their fundamental right to choose their own leader. It was taken away from them. And because they need their jobs, they complied. And those that didn't, did you not see what they were doing with markets? What they were doing with market women? How they were forcing people to vote? I mean, it's like, you don't have good governance, and then they take away your right to choose your leader. And it's not even that, he then builds a bridge from the treasury into his own pockets, right, as if this man has not stolen enough money, right? So imagine if he has, if you think about it, Lagos State was just a state, right? Nigeria. This man wants to make Nigeria his own. So that everything that happens in Nigeria, even after he finishes, if he gets to do 2 terms, you don't want such a thing to be established. And right, and what we have seen across the world is that being nice about it and doing jojo on social media is not enough. It's great to mobilize, right? But the battle is offline, right? And therefore, it brings to my mind when I drove to see our Oga when he was here over the weekend, and when I was talking about various things and the difficulties in doing the structure, this, that, and the other. Pio said to me that I should remain focused on what is that we want to achieve. And what we want to achieve is a new Nigeria, right? And therefore, and since we have a product, our product is Peter Obi, right? We should continue to sell it whilst dealing with the issues, right? And so I said, yeah. So I came with, I was going to come and, do that lovely message about, let's focus. N6 has told us what the issues are. Every time Violent Space comes, or 3 gentlemen do that brilliantly, right? And we should really be taking it on our heads to do that. However, it be like say my head wanted to explode, right? When this plonker, right, decided to, you see, here's the thing, nobody, plus including me, nobody forced anybody to join the movement, right? And nobody is going to hold you ransom if you want to leave. But why can't you leave quietly? Must you always come and drag obedience? This is my issue, right? If I decide tomorrow that I've had enough and it's a lie, I'm not going anywhere. But if peradventure that something happens and really do obedience piss, I mean, I'm an obedient and obedience piss me off sometimes. What some I will mute. When when I meet that or muted, I mean muted will mute. The ones that are really bad, I block. Yes, I have a considerable block ministry. So when I want to co-host, I will go and carry the other account where they no reach 1,000 there, right? But at the end of the day, right, this hypocrisy, right, that these kind of people, right, display almost is mind-boggling, and I will reject it with every fiber of my being, right? I'm really protective of this movement, and the reason why I'm protective of it is there has never been a movement like this, right, in the history of Nigeria. Right. And I say that bearing in mind that there was an owl movement, there was Ziki's movement, all of that. However, this movement, right, we did something and we are doing something. And therefore, when people come to try and denigrate and make us a gaslight us, do you know how pissed off that makes me? It makes my blood boil. Tell yourself, if you're fed up, go. No one is holding you. But the fact that you open your mouth, right, and you begin to spew nonsense on the timeline, right? Nah, we're no. As far as I'm concerned, right, let us make it very clear, right? This movement is laser focused on actualizing the 2027 pipe dream. We are going to, it's going to happen, right? We are going to vote. We are going to protect the vote, and in fact, anybody who triumph this time, you see, last time, right? We fought. We were dealing with people who get sense, right? People who actually wanted to contest and be, a fair election. That's a fair and free election is what they promised, right? We got seduced by the Electoral Act. Or more, forget that thing. When I was saying towards the end about to carry 2 by 2, people thought I was being a bit extreme. But no, we will protect the votes. PO's own is to do PO. PO can be the gentleman. But one thing I want to say now, PO, do not, when it comes to that, but do not be signing anything. No peace accord, no peace agreement. Nah, forget that nonsense, right? Because we are not going to be peaceful. To rescue Nigeria does not require gentlemanly behavior. We have a good product and we will sell it. But Omo, in fact, make everybody enter trenches. Whilst you are selling PO, tracking this government, have it at the back of your mind that it is time for war. Right? Because this one that people are experiencing is worse than war. People who are in actual war situations, who are, the people of Ukraine, better you people in Nigeria. If facts are to be told, whether they bomb them every day, and Nigerians not dying. If they don't die due to the insecurity, are they not dying? Are they not dying due to hunger? Are people not like one health crisis away from being dead? So what is left? If you fight, if you don't fight, you die. And if you fight, you die. Do you know what? I am not a coward. And people might say I say that from the UK. I will carry my kids will drag me, but I will carry my bag and I will come home and I will fight. Right? Because Nigeria belongs to every single one of us. Right? And therefore, this very idea that people are trying to sell about it being tied up in 2020 is a lie. The day citizens decide they've had enough, hearing this bullshit budget that they have just passed, that's the day Tinubu will enter his jet, go to France, and he will retire there. So it's like power belongs to the people. If you don't think you have power, that is why they take you for granted. But the moment they see that as a citizen, you know what you deserve. You guys deserve better. We all deserve better. The elderly deserve better. The youth deserve better. Children deserve better. Men and women who have worked their butts off but can barely eat deserve better. Meanwhile, less than 10,000 people, the whole country, your political elite are siphoning money that cannot finish for the next 3 generations. Right? And quiet. No, nobody. The days of being a gentle person has gone. Right? There's such a thing as righteous anger, and this everyone should be angry right now. You should be fucking angry, thinking to yourselves what these people are doing. So I know 1 minute will come and tell me my time is up. But that said, the coastal road fraud, that guy that did that video, I saw it, I took my time and I said to myself, right, this is how this man reigned in Lagos. People believed he did something, but when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, they will not show you a single project that he started and finished. And the ones that he put his hands on, he did it for his own benefit. Right? So this is what you have. Welcome to Tinubu's style of government. Smokes and mirrors. But Nigerians, enough for obedience. I love how you've decided to wake up, go back to sleep, activate anything that needs to be activated. You see these things that the government wants to sweep under the carpet. We have a job to do. We have a good market, so we're not worried about that. But you see this thing about the budget and about every misstep of this horrible administration, every policy that is put in place to impoverish you. We must not be quiet and we should be focused. This idea of they will one celebrity, they will throw us another distraction and everybody follow that. No, focus on your focus. We have a country to rescue. Thank you, I yield.
Thank you very much, Mommy B. Mommy B, get when Mommy B submission, you think trigger me. Oh my god. I don't know that. I don't know if people don't know this thing, Sha, but do you know what it takes to scam people on something that is tangible and measurable? Like the fact that APC could think about scamming Nigeria. I don't want to talk about Nigeria. No, like APC has cultivated the attitude of scamming Nigerians is something that is fun, that is tangible. Like before PDP was a criminal, but the way PDP used to steal, the way Desiani, all those people that are here in PDP used to steal is they don't steal things that are tangible, things that they know that Nigerians can measure. Like you can go. Do you know what it would take for APC to have thought to scam Nigerians and say this road is this when it's evident, like something that somebody can measure and say it's not this. See, APC must.
One minute, just 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute before we bring up the next speaker.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
just saw a tweet now by someone, I think okay, yeah, by one of our Obidient brothers, I think Goat. And he said budget NG uncovered 11,122 projects worth $4.3 billion that were inserted by the National Assembly into the 2005 budget. He said, I believe Nigerians see these figures but don't fully grasp how $4.3 billion could massively improve their lives if used judiciously. You know, Nigerians, these guys have stolen so much that when we call these figures, it just feels like it is nothing. And that is where we now have to come on with the hard work. And that's why I'm actually reading this particular tweet, because he did a very detailed, well-detailed breakdown for Nigerians to understand what $4.3 billion can do for us as a country. You know, when they steal this money in Nigeria, 4.3 billion. We are so numb to these figures now that they just steal and brazenly, and Nigerians don't understand. Well, let me list some of the things he wrote down here. He said, with a 4.33 billion US dollars, you could pay off our IMF loan with almost $1 billion to spare. These are 20 projects 4.3 billion can give to Nigerians under 2 years. For all those children of the roasted corn, and whenever I'm on live and I'm talking about Tinubu and how much, and they say, what can you think you can do in 2 years? What can be done in 2 years? Which government can change in 2 years? Because Nigerian government have been beat down as a people with bad governance that you don't understand that things can be done in 2 years. 2 years is like, that's why you always see after 4 years, you say, 4 years is not enough. Give them under 4 years. The same nonsense. And ask yourself, how old hi God, one of our Obidient friends I spoke to was just reminding me, say that by 2031, how old will you be? Ask yourself on this life now, how old will you be by 2031? That you want to give all these years to these criminals. But let me read some of the projects that can be done in 2 years without $4.3 billion. He said 36 general hospitals, one per state. 36 general hospitals, one per state, at $13.3 million each, which total cost is $440 million. Hi, my God. The newly constructed Full Hill HC in Coventry cost $3.3 million, which is about $4.19 million. Give Nigerians an equivalent of that and keep the change. You will still rehabilitate 400 primary health centers, total cost $160 million. Launch 200 mobile health clinics for $80 million. Establish one local vaccine packaging and cold chain facility for $180 million. Build 150 model secondary schools for $300 million. Digitize 3,000 public schools with solar internet devices for $90 million. Train 60,000 teachers in STEM and digital skills for $50 million. Upgrade research labs in 6 federal universities, one for each geopolitical zone, for $60 million, $10 million per zone. Reconstruct 1,200 kilometers of rural urban roads for $360 million. Install 300 solar mini grids in rural communities for $120 million. National Borehole and Sanitization Initiative for 1,200 communities for $150 million. Build 6 agro-industrial park for processing and job creation for $180 million. Construct 150 regional food storage facilities for $100 million. Distribute mechanization equipment to 25,000 farmers for $50 million.
You mean no street lights, Saddam? No
Wait
street
now,
lights,
N6,
no
my head they pain me.
borehole, no
N6, just wait
upgrading
first.
of police station in Oredo, local government in Edo.
N6, wait.
They're not going to
Let's
share
I'm
laptop for youth in Ekiti. Now,
Else,
wow.
wait, I beg, please, I beg. These people they make us with the catch cruise. Let me just read this in first, I beg. This thing, my chest they boil for here. Distribute mechanization equipment to 25. 20, okay, well, I've read that. Implement dry season irrigation scheme in 12 river basins for $100 million. Build 37 youth tech and creative hub, one per state plus FCT for $150 million. Disburse microloans to 300,000 small businesses. Each recipient gets $2,000. Focusing on women and youth, that is 3,000. That is 3.2 million naira each, equivalent to $600 million. Construct 72 vocational and trade centers, two per state, at $100 million. Create a national emergency ambulance response network with 300 ambulances, GPS tracking, and dispatch centers for $100 million. The last 100 million can be used for the national giveaway. The National Assembly can keep 50%, that is $50 million. Each member of our legislative gets $106,000 approximately. That's about 170 million naira. That is not bad for a year's work. Give the remaining 50 million to the people. This is one man just taking his time as a Nigerian to break down what Bola Tinubu and Akpabio has padded in the budget. Look at the amount of contracts and amount of things that could have been done with this money these guys are about to steal. And Nigerians were all right. No wahala. When Nigeria, back to you.
Saddam, I need to put context into what you just said. Because it be like say, the way you read that thing, some people might think, that you are
Saddam,
saying
please
it's
send
one
me that post
project.
in the DM.
One.
Let me send it to you. This is insane.
Some people might think it's just one project. Just to put it in context, Saddam, what you are saying is that same money can be used to do all everything you listed.
All the projects together. If you sum all these projects, what these idiots want to steal? Look at the things that Nigeria would have changed in space of 2 years. We're dealing with high-level criminals. And one idiot only is that Obidient insult him. You're an animal.
Anyways. Kai.
Meanwhile,
Allow that
APC's
thing.
biggest complaint is that Nigerians are lazy. Nigerians are not productive. That one of Nigerians are corrupt. So all the money they borrow through loans, 19% of Nigerians are the only people paying tax in the whole country. 19%. Anyway, KPMG has told the government that in the next 18 months, they won't even have money for them to steal. After Tinubu eats breakfast in the morning, that's it. Carry the money and go and pay for servicing of debts. They are crazy.
The most funny part is that APC, they don't think. That's the main problem. They don't have the head to think. It's only Obi.
They are kleptomaniacs.
So it's I mean, to be honest, Saddam, I mean, post that tweet on the Jumbotron, because I want people to keep thinking
Yeah, I'm
about
going to
it.
post it now. Please, let's make that tweet go viral. It has, and imagine, and such a tweet just have like 20 retweets. Just like 20 retweets. And they come make I quote himself, post them. It's very, oh God. Let's go on, please.
I think that's also the irony. I just talk just now about people. They talk about switch when someone is saying, honestly, and please, you see this hashtag APC must die. I'm taking it personal. Please, I need you to think about. It might not be what Saddam has listed. It might not be. In fact, it might not be what we have talked about this space. I need you to think about. And to be honest, in fact, on this space, I'll be scrolling. I will scroll down at random. I will fish out some suspected APC supporters for this space. Where some movie the mask as Obidient. Because if you are not going to use that hashtag, there is a problem. See, it's because I need people to wake up tomorrow and see that APC must die. Just see APC must die. If you don't kill APC tomorrow, but maybe people just to say APC must die. That's just I need people to. I will need APC people to wake up tomorrow and say that people are saying their party must die. It is very relevant. It is very, very important because they need to start having a feel that people are going extreme. That Nigerians are getting extreme. It's not back then. That's why I said it's not. This no more posh hashtags again. Like APC must die. Really, literally. APC as a party, as an entity, must die. Just, I'm going to give everybody an assignment while on this space. Just think about anything that APC has ever done. You can even extend it to Buhari period. Because there's one thing that still vexes me a lot of time is that Nigerian air. I can't believe a government can openly scam, do Yahoo for its citizens.
My brother, nothing they pay
419,
me past Nigerian anthem where they change. Hey,
like
it might sound funny.
there are so many things
Tinubu touched
really
our
think of.
anthem. Arise O Compatriot is not the current Nigerian anthem. People are faffing around thinking this thing is a small thing. Nigerians go for football match. The Nigerian anthem is played, and a nation of Nigerians cannot sing the anthem because of one person. No wahala.
And it's crazy. Please, guys, this is the kind of hashtag
I
that I
beg,
think we can
I just
engage more
posted it
with.
right. I just quoted that tweet. Please, everybody, please jump
Yeah,
on that tweet right now. Please retweet it, repost it, screen munch it. Our graphic designers go on that tweet. Let Nigerians, because honestly speaking, my last few days on TikTok, when I'm talking to these people on TikTok, you will see many of these Tinubu supporters. What can you do in 2 years? Do you expect him to transform Nigeria in 2 years? 2 years is too more. It's too small. Please go on that tweet and show these ignorant Nigerians what can be done in 2 years. Very, very, very important, please. Well, Nigeria, please, let's give priority to Ibrahim, please. Thank you.
No. I'm here with you. I don't know if we're meaning had a call.
yeah. Sorry, I thought I had omitted. All right, yeah, I'm going to go to a guy Brian. Actually, that's why I brought him up. Like immediately I saw it. Please, everybody, think about things APC. You can. This is what you can use to make like 500 tweets. You go to remember things. The more. Like please, just anything you remember. Hashtag APC must die. There are so many up to Buhari's period. Okay, Brian, please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Well-meaning Sadem, all the big names and big boys, almost 1,000 of us here. I always have to be very, very precise when I come to violence peace because this is what made me, and this is where I was introduced to Obidient movement. And I think I've been coming here listening before I finally got into Obidient movement. And right from that day to today, I've never regretted joining you guys. And I am so happy that I did what I did. And every day I wake up with more grateful to God that maybe I met people of this magnitude. I know what we did in 2015, 2011 when we have even trying to make our people understand what we're trying to do. I can remember I was on every stage doing Facebook then in 2011. 2011, I was doing Facebook. That time there was no all this space and other things that people think of having just to send and sell what Buhari is. And if I can do it with for somebody that don't have the idea of how to move a country forward, and I gave everything, then now that I have somebody that I know he can give everything and he can change this country, then I think I deserve Kokuma. The movement deserve me to give more additional commitment than the commitment I gave before. Not just for me to go against them or to fight them or to challenge them, but to have a fulfillment in years to come that after I've messed up and brought in something that is not good, I think I work hard to bring something that is good. It will be okay and easy for me to forgive myself and also to look back and say, yes, I made a mistake and I rectified the mistake. Even if somebody is building a house, you brought in an architect and or an engineer who finally understood that he made a mistake and he correct the mistake for you. If the house is standing, you will not be too angry with because you have seen him and the commitment for he has put in to rectify the problem. I think that's where I am today. And what is surprising me is that people are not seeing these people and their intention. All these people launching all these rules that I have seen, somebody has a land that he allocated to himself and call it New Lakey, what do you call it, that Eco Atlantic, and nobody is going there. He tried now he become president. He's now trying to coerce uh, agencies of government to be there, but still he's not feeling too comfortable. They come with the idea of this coastal road that will give them more access. The idea is not to do the coastal road. They are just intending to create access to that particular place that belongs to them. Yeah, that's the intention. That's what they want to do. That's the idea. But people just keep on beating around the bush, thinking that these people are coming to fix a country or to do something. Oh, everything is around what they are going to sapon and collect and create the big dynasty for themselves. Even the people in the north, the people in the north have started to understand that it's not even about APC. People are even confused that they thought that maybe it's about APC. No, let me tell you what is going to happen when Tinubu completed his, even if he say he's going to complete his 8 years. It's not about the 8 years. What he wants to do is that are they going to plan this country beyond him? They have a system. If I will come here and tell you the people that I know, big people in cultist life, people that eat people that slaughter people that are so evil. Well, like people can run away from this peace. They know themselves. They know what they are planning for Nigeria. They know what they want to achieve. But our own is to highlight these things to Nigerians to them to understand the movement. What we are trying to do is beyond just recovering our country. Is that we have to put a life back to this country. If you go to National Assembly alone, from all the House of Rep members and senators, go and do the statistics and see how many of them are clean. I'm not talking about being clean in terms of corruption. This one, I'm being clean in terms of being devils. That people that are dangerous in the society, people that do all manners of things. That's where the conversation is supposed to start. But that's not where I want to go to today. When Well-meaning started talking about Peter, and he's asking, is Peter really a billionaire? And why is he wasting his time and people are not seeing? Well-meaning, I will tell you this one. I had this conversation with Uga not once, not twice. Me too, sometimes it used to baffle me. I sat somebody very close to him in his banking life. He told me today, if PO today PO say, I'm not doing Infidelity Bank, PO is worth more than 200 billion. That is PO only one investment. And it's like one around 15, 16, 17 of his investments. Not the top, he's not on the top 10 of his investments. People supposed to think, and he's an ex-governor. He left $155 million, this one in dollars, and another 70 billion in naira. Sadem, no thief will leave what he is able to steal, and he will not steal that thing if he see it. There is no that thief. It's not a thief. You see what you can steal. Nobody will harass you. Nobody will do anything. And you say you are not going to take that. You are not a thief. Let me tell you what I understand, and to be very clear with everybody. Peter became a governor. And I have this story from somebody very close to him. Somebody very serious, senior citizen in Anambra called Peter. I said, Peter, what do you think you will do different if you successfully become the governor of Anambra State? He said, I don't have much to promise you, but I promise you one thing. I will not steal government money. And I will not give myself land. And I will govern Anambra with the fear of God. When Peter left the place, him and the people that are around, they all laughed. They said, this one thought we are just small politicians. There is no way he can stand on what he has said. Fast forward after his election, after his being a governor, that same man went to Obiano and tell Obiano that it is time, right time for now to get this man and just rubbish him. He said, with what? He said, with all the things that he has done, contractors kicking back everything. Obiano told him, he said, Peter, not you. Even myself, I look for everything that I can look for. I couldn't find anything that I can say this man is bad in Anambra. Peter told me that person, when I told him the story about that person, he told me who that person is. He said today, that person is the number one sponsor of him when he was campaigning in 2023. Because he was so shocked somebody to become a governor and come out without stealing people's money. Somebody to become a governor and said that my wife will not be a first lady. And he went there in there and his wife was not a first lady. He said, if anybody get a land that I've given to myself or somebody very close to me, come and bring that land, I will stop contesting as a governor. Nobody goes to government house to go and eat, drink champagne. Nobody goes and enjoy. And the second thing is that he was a deputy chairman governors forum under Saraki, deputy chairman governors forum under Amechi. He is the engine room of that governors forum during his time. He was essay to Jonathan on economic matters. Somebody was telling us that a day Jonathan tell him he is going to give him a block of oil. Sadem, a block of oil. Block, this one where people they fight, kill themselves to get. Peter said, I don't want. The person that we're having this conversation said they are all shocked. She was even one of the women there as a minister told him, you can collect it and sell. Peter said, I don't want this type of money to mingle with the money that I work hard to get in my life. Well meaning, this man supposed to just walk away and go and get one nice island, one very chilling island, and just enjoy his life. Sometimes I see how he's suffering from place to place, just trying to make sure that we have a rallying point. If we don't have him today, look around all these politicians, tell me one person, Sadem, one person that look like Peter Obi, that we can now come, sit down, shout, and know that if people say something about him, it's just to Google, just Google. Sis is always talking to that, just Google, you find the answer. Somebody told me, do you know why he took that money to that bank? Because he's going to collect interest. I said, go and bring. We went, we brought all the documents. There is no single document that there is no withdrawal of that interest into the account that you're supposed to take the money to. What I'm trying to say on this level is that from Jonathan to people that are in PDP and APC, let me even give you one story again. When Jonathan wanted to contest election, he said, I want to make Peter to be my DG. Peter said, you can't be coming from the south. And that's the equity I'm talking about coming from him. Say, I cannot be from the south, you from the south. Then we create this, we have to get somebody from the north to be the chairman. So he said, if you become chairman, what else are you supposed to do? He said, then you don't give deputy chairman north and deputy chairman south. But because Peter is not somebody that is greedy, that's what Wellman is saying, that he's not even interested. He's not desperate to be president. You know, when they agree on that and they brought, I think, Amadou Ali also to be the chairman, when they asked him about it, but he now went to Jonathan and tell Jonathan, instead of only two, let's divide this into three. So that will be admin, there will be deputy, DG North, DG South, and admin, 3 people. You know what Jonathan said? He said, what type of man, what type of person are you? People come to put everything to themselves because they want to eat everything. You come, I give you 1, you share it into 2. I give you 2, you share it into 3. But Peter said, because I want efficiency. I want us to get the result. So what I'm just trying to drive with this example I gave you is that they know him very well. This order that people will now be given 16 trillion contract without bidding never happened during Peter's time. All these contractors that will put all these 11,000 pardon, they can't do it under Peter. All this National Assembly, they see him endorsing Tinubu, they are aware. If you tell Tinubu that you are going to bring street lights for 100 million, Peter will take phone call and call somebody in Alaba market and tell you the actual price of today. If you say you are going to go ex-China, he will call China and tell you today, how much you sell that. You can't just beat him by just talking. And he's not somebody that will sit down in one place like the way other presidents. Just imagine telling people to come and commission 30 kilometer of 700 kilometer projects in Lagos. The kind of how do you even convince him? What are you going to tell him? Somebody that was a CEO of a bank, somebody that was a CEO of companies, including stock exchange. How do you convince that kind of person? So me, what I understand is that they know exactly what they are doing. I met somebody in the golf club in Kaduna. So the guy was telling me, he said, when he saw me, he said, yes, he even remember. During this 29th May Muraha government, so government set up security agencies to bring out, let's say, a pool, a heat pool, like how did people feel about the government a week to that particular. And then when they do it, it really gives them a negative. Then they now ask, what if they have election now? What is going to happen? And the name of Peter will be based on radio stations program, based on TV programs, based on social media mention. They now realize that Peter, as of now, that me, if they conduct election, he's going to beat them blue-black. Everybody is now being convinced that it is take a try of somebody that is competent and is cutting across everywhere, from the north to the south, including the southwest itself. Confusion now, they call, because they have a hotel in Lagos and in Abuja where they put 250 people. Some of these names that you see them, even some listening to us, they are all part of that. Their own is to abuse this one, see things that would distract us. And then they have this idea of what they do in Lagos. So they now start taking people like Davido, all these big names, to start moving, all this Akin, so that now the younger other groups start weakening and now feeling that there is no hope. Let me tell you, Sadem, the most what they are more afraid in their whole entire life is Peter to be on that ballot paper. And most of these guys, from Sowore to any other person that you know they can contract, all the contractors, what they are just telling the contractors, do whatever you will do, but you should not allow Peter to be on that ballot. So that's why we see all this one that they are doing. One of their idea is that let him look like an Igbo president. Number two, and do whatever. We have shared all this thing. Even since they don't have any clue and any idea. All these Moju are the ones. We are not even supposed to keep on even discussing with them. Just leave them, because they are not going to eat that contract that they have collected from government. Because they collected the contract telling them this is what they are going to do. But people have already seen beyond what they are planning. And Nigerians are already okay and have already started seeing that it's not about Peter. It's not Peter Obi that is contesting. It's just as young Nigerians now see something in Peter, Larry around Peter, to now express that feelings that they quench for them during the answers and other places that they are trying to show they are angry of what is happening in this country. Now they are packing themselves to APC, which is good for us. Our own is to make sure that at least we understand what they want to do and we understand their fear for Peter to be next president. But our own idea is that we have to keep talking to people on this platform how we will make sure that we reorganize ourselves, pursue this thing like a revolution. When I'm talking to people in the north, when they said Erufai is coming, Atiku is coming, I said that's not how to do coalition. If you want us to sit down and talk about coalition, go and bring who you bring from the north. Peter is already bringing his own people and the Obidient movement. It's you that gave 63% of the vote to Tinubu. It's you that is supposed to show anger. Me, my own work from Salah to and beyond. My own work is just radio station and TV station in Hausa and make people very angry. You see these sizzling statistics that he was giving on the issue of this budget. That's what I'm going to go and tell people. I'll tell people why they don't have water. I'll go and tell people why they don't have road. Some of these people in Sokoto, in Kanu, they are not even aware of this 16 billion naira and what 16 trillion can do. This 16 trillion, this and what that 16 trillion can do for them. They don't even know we have 59 or 54 trillion budget. They don't even know what budget is all about. They don't even know what budget is supposed to do for them. That's the that will make somebody that they want to support. That's mean we're not moving. So instead of somebody just to keep us abusing Yoruba, abusing Igbo, about. You see Facebook, you see TikTok. Saddam, you don't even invite me to come to talk because let me tell you even what makes me very angry. I went to Oga. I said, Oga, you must come to TikTok. The next day, I just saw Oga standing in front of his door. Did not stop him. I went to him. I said, Oga, that's not how to enter TikTok now. So you come with something, a challenge or something. You enter, bam, people will see you. That's how to enter TikTok now. TikTok is not about posting where you go to. No, that's not how we do. It's engaging. In the north, the most effective platform in the north is TikTok and Facebook. If you count people, they will not even tell you there's anything in Twitter. It's us that are lifting things from Twitter and put them on WhatsApp. It's from WhatsApp those things reached out to Facebook and reached out to what they call it, to TikTok. And I say, Oga, if we really want us to win this election, I say, Oga, you see this TikTok, you hold it like our own Bible, like our own Quran.
We go see us there by God's grace.
Yeah. And if we charge through that place and explain to them and make Nigerians very, very angry, because that's what we did with our idea during the APC platform. You can know, everybody knows us. When we are doing that Buhari campaign, we make the North very angry. So the elite start to run away and start to get afraid. That's what gave us that 2015. But if you want to repeat that, now we have more better candidates, more like verifiable activities of our candidates, he has more followership of intelligent people that can assist him. So if we put these things together, I'm telling you, it's a walkover. There is no single person in APC that is not afraid of Peter Obi. There is no structure. Even himself, the Oga himself, his only fear every day, well, is Peter Obi. So I'm so happy just to give you this small information. We are going to continue what we are doing. We are going to keep pushing. But these two platforms, let's use it. As we talk here, Really well meaning that you don't want to enter that territory. You must enter. We talk here, we talk there. Because the north is where we're supposed to strangle them. Because even the article that they are presenting article because they feel article can give can bring the north. So if we can bring the north on our own, then we don't need anybody.
True.
And this Amechi that they are bringing, if I sit down here and narrate you what somebody told me about Amechi is they are all the same gang.
Ibrahim, no, just let's leave all
Yeah.
those.
Let's
Let's
just leave
just
those, you
focus on
understand?
ourselves. It's fine. Thank you, thank you,
Thank you
people.
very much.
Thank you. It's good to have you here. Honestly, it's been a while, but thank you so much. You know, and I just want to use this to buttress a point. And I normally do not do this, but I just have to do it because you see, most times the work we do or we have come out to do, and I say this all the time. Nobody is asking you to be an obedient. Nobody's begging you to be. People don't leave. Even in fact, there's only one disobedient why they always give Mike to come here. We don't pot go APC. Harry they try God. That one he be obedient. He say he no do again. He go. We pursue him. We say go. He go APC. And only am I can say I dey give him now. Why I dey give him mic? He come here, he speak on behalf of his people. Now the only person they give mic for it. So it is not compulsory. It's not by force. You delay your time. Many people don't come. Soldier go. Soldier come. Barrack still remain. But as long as you, and I'm saying this again because Nigeria have a bandwagon effect. Many people, I've witnessed it on TikTok. Yesterday I was on TikTok and I was talking, and some Abado people came on my live and they were saying, if P2B they would have turned Anambra State to this thing, blah blah blah, and I had to break it down and let them understand where Anambra State was before P2B got into power, things he did, and how he left Anambra State. A young Obidient came support, not Obidient actually, a young boy that voted P2B came out and say the truth that he voted P2B, that he did not even know any of this thing I'm saying today. That he just followed P2B because everybody around him is saying follow P2B. So many people that have been claiming obedience do not even know the man that is support, what he stands for. That's why sometimes when I see some takes on social media, I'm like, do you people really know who P2B is? Have you read his antecedents? Have you really done your research for yourself? If you have yourself, there is no amount of anything anybody's going to say to me in my life. The only person that can stop me from supporting P2B is P2B himself, say he's not doing it again. But I'm convinced in my heart and in my soul. So if you have to get to that point as a person to know who you're supporting. Don't just wait for because in Sudan they support them, everybody else they support them. Do your research for yourself. It's the same way I have a disdain for Bola Tinubu because I've done my research for myself and said that man is a cancer to our society and he's the kind of person that should not be given an inch of power. And we have seen it play out. So it's important that everybody understand these things, please. Please do your research for yourself. Know why you're supporting this man. Don't support him because Saddam. So tomorrow Saddam come out and say, I don't support again. You go say, hey, Saddam, don't break my heart. Oh, Saddam, where they look. Don't look up to anybody in this movement. Don't look up to anybody. Look up to the person that you feel is the reason behind the movement. Look up to his antecedents. Look up to his achievements as a person, both in private and in public life. That is someone that you want to model your children after, not after a drug baron maniac that's all about stealing for himself and his family. Very, 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 very important. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ibrahim, so much. God bless you so much, guys. 1 minute, Angela, let me circle back to you. Real quick.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
just going to go straight to speakers actually. But just to, I mean, we've taken so much time, so please let's try to restrict. I normally don't like to time speaking, but let's restrict ourselves to like 3 minutes for submission. I'm just going to go straight to speakers, call back to back to back to back. I'm going to start with the Nigerian citizen to Inem to work an FAG, and I'm going by people that their hands are up. Oh. Okay. See Harry. I'll come to Harry. Harry there. Yeah, talking FAG to Valentine in that order. The Nigerian citizen, please go ahead. The Nigerian citizen, not hear you.
Nigerian citizens don't go sleep. Night never reach. When they dey Nigeria. Most of them
Can
don't
you
go
hear me now?
sleep. They
Can
are
you hear me?
tired of waiting.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yes, you can go ahead.
That devil is a liar. Devil won't cut my ticket. So thank you very much, everyone, for the opportunity to do this. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm glad that eyes are beginning to see what exactly these demons are doing to our country, to our future. I've always said it, that if we don't kill APC, all of us go die. And I'm saying plus those people that are here, those people that are in diaspora, plus our children, all of us. Because this whole thing is, these guys are actually out here to kill us. I don't have to go through, if you have not heard, if you missed the N6 submission, I feel we should go back and listen to it. In fact, for me, if there are ways that we should begin to translate some of these things into our Nigerian indigenous languages, because this message, look at what Alhaji said just now, when he said that the message, these things that we know, these things are not reaching the nooks and crannies of the country. People do not know the effect of what these people are doing to our future. And we need to begin to tell them, right? If there's something like Hausa TikTok, let's have it. If there's something like Igbo TikTok, let people begin to make skits out of it. Let people begin to make whichever method with which we can translate this to get into the subconsciousness of people, right? Let's not only the Peter Obi is coming that we are doing, let's also teach people the implication of the evil that these people are doing and why we must rise. I want to quickly round up with this because I know that time is very short. I love David Hunde's tweet. Please, Emir Salam, you said I'm going to speak about it before the end of this show, if you're on TikTok, or this space if you're on Twitter. Please do well to do that. The part that really impressed me was the way he described Ghana. The same Ghana we banter here every day and we think that all of us are joking with each other. These guys stood up for themselves and got themselves the results that they wanted. But Nigerians will be giving excuses, right?
Today, the Ghanaian cedi is the best performing currency in the world. Breaking news.
Wow, I did not even know that. So you imagine that all of this is because the average Ghanaian will stand up for himself. But look at us. They change national anthem and the average Nigerian cannot even talk. Okay, we talk, then what do? Somebody plays national anthem and we sing along. Like something as simple as a bloody national anthem. We cannot even resist the national anthem. And you think the person who don't feel resist national anthem go feel resist person who come kill am for polling booth. He go run now. So let us begin to learn how to resist even the smallest things. And that's why thank you very much, N6, for saying for bringing it out there that this ideology of waiting every election cycle annoys me. We don't have to wait till 2027. We can throw people out of power today. I hit my mic at this point.
Thank you very much, the Nigerian citizen. See, Saddam, honestly, you see this guy tweet we read before. I feel like you put it on Jumbotron, but I almost feel like people will not really read it again. I will bring you up again for this space later on. You go read it. Because for me, if that's the only thing we do on this space today,
Bro, I go read that thing again. I go read them again.
yeah,
I
and
will.
people just go to sleep. Maybe people go think about. I will bring you up again later. You need to read that thing again. Read them in that order. Because some people figure saying there could be like a list of person wedding materials. That's I they go back to that tweet. They look that list. Just they see 20 or more. Please go ahead. Then I'll get FAG. Then I'll come to Valentine. After which I'll check if I is.
All right. Thank you, thank you, everyone. Good evening from my end. I just want to say, I beg, the teacher training where they put for there, they never send me go any teacher training. They've not sent anybody. I beg, that thing where they that budget of billions, we know they did not send anybody. So that one is even out of it. Please, however, just like the last speaker just said, please, it should be translated. Let there be translations so that people will read with understanding. Let it be as if somebody had a wound. There was a wound before. Okay, now you pour salt into that wound. Let pour salt. Let us make it more clear to our people, to everyone around us, what is happening. As in pouring salt, I mean by making it clear to people, what is this? See, what is this? This is what we are talking about. See the pedomi, making it very clear and making the wound very painful. You know, there's hunger already in the land. So when this comes again on top, people will we will start to reason. Please, however they will do it, please let there be translation in pidgin, in various languages. Let's push it out. However, on Facebook, on TikTok, everywhere. Please, let's push it out. we've said everything that we said has happened. Not that he's doing anything that is strange. No, Asiwaju is not doing anything that is strange. Nothing. Whatever he's doing is not strange to us. Everything was, we said it before, even now. So right now, however we can, and what David posted, David Undeyi, saying, Omo, violence go follow. Yeah, it will not be business as usual. So whatever it will take for us to just be sane again, because right now I've lost it. So however it is, let's do it. They will say they will do it and they will succeed, but they will not this time around. No, not with this energy. Omo, I beg translation. Thank you. I yield.
Thank you very much, Inem. Thank you. I dey see your rig. You see that rig and that 2027. That one. When the turn for that hashtag to catch fire to come, this tier not contain anybody. Thank you very much, Inem. All right,
Inem,
quickly.
my TikTok, oh. Inem, TikTok, tap, tap. Yes.
You know, tap. Anyway, quickly. Again, FAG, then I'll come to Valentine and just check on Harry and go from there.
Thank you, Eminem. See, I don't even know how you people are able to still laugh. I don't really know. And since when you were giving your submission, I was feeling pain. My belly, I've not had ulcer before, but you know that pain for belly. Then when Saddam started reading that stuff, it remains small, man, accommodate the space. But I say, man, I not just sleep without frustration. Man, I can't share the thing here. See, I tweeted something. I said, these people are telling Nigerians, do your worst. And we are here shining it. They are telling Nigerians, do your worst. See, it was supposed to be very simple. 2023, we won an election. It was stolen. We did not react. And Saddam, you will bear me witness. Let me say this openly now. No be now. When I was shouting about 2027, you people were saying we Nigerians survived to 2027. I'm telling you that survivor is our cause and our strength. Now we are going to that 2027. See how we're approaching it. We are talking about winning an election as if we don't know that we have already won an election. Winning an election is the easy part. And this one that we're even campaigning for Peter Obi, we have gone past all these things. We have gone past this campaigning for Peter Obi and whatever. See, lovers of Nigerians, of Nigeria, and those that don't love Nigeria, you should just be preparing for 2027. Where meaning, where I don't agree with you that Peter Obi should not come out in 2027, is that everything should just repeat itself. See, for those of you that are saying, what has Nigeria done for me, just pray that Peter Obi should just come out to 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 I mean, to run for the president of for 2027, so that you are not even planning to go and win an election. May everything just repeat itself. You are planning for an aftermath as Nigerians, so that as the thing just stop like this. I know N6 is all about doing certain things, not even waiting till election. But I know my Nigerian people right now, we are so weak and threat, and a lot of things are happening right now that we do not have the courage to do certain things. But I've said this times and time over time. There is an opportunity to do what you missed out on in 2023. It's not every time you get a second chance to do something. That is why everything should just repeat itself the way it repeated itself. The way it happened. This time, you know that you are not going to court. So when as you are going to vote for Peter Obi, you know that you are going to win already, but you are just waiting for something to happen so that everybody will just see, may everything just spoil. I said it on his space. You missed an opportunity to do something. So you are going to prepare to just do that thing. May everything just, because we are not planning that they will not do something, but they should just do it so that we just know that we want to do what we want to do. That is what Nigerians should be thinking of right now. Not trying to still campaign. See, Peter Obi right now, it should just be a cutting. Cutting where you be say you just they use block face, they go down 2027. So that once you just reach there, as the thing just stop, you just open the curtain. You just display how you want to display everything. So that we know that if you are not eating, make the food just pour for ground. That should be the mindset of Nigeria. Not even people who are deflecting. You see what is happening. You see the way the country is going. See spending. See everything. And you are talking about decamping. Come on.
More.
Come on.
Nah, yeah. Thank you very much
I
again.
say 2027 will be the easiest election for any Nigerian politician. Any Nigerian politician that spends up to 100 million naira, that is an opposition politician, in 2027 is not serious. I like this. We go run them again. But me, I don't dey Abia State citizen mode this time. I don't dey Abia State citizen mode. Rig 2027 and die. I said I don't get another hashtag for the next 2 years.
That is a payo for our
Ah,
TikTok audience, please.
Okay, sorry. And by there's one polling unit. If you remember those comedies of 2023, where two wretched human beings on Okada carry the polling basket of one whole polling unit. Nothing happened. I'm begging them to try it again. I'm begging them. Let them more come out and talk that is Iyachuku the nonsense. I'm begging APC. I'm begging APC. Because I went to, you people say when I give these submissions, when I no say me, do you think I freestyle these things? I prepare them for weeks. After we finish this violence space, I start curating government mess up, curating till next week Thursday. Sometimes I dey cry before I give submission. Make I no give submission, cry in the middle of the submission, and I no go understand. I'm looking at things, and person they blow 153 trillion naira in 22 months. The borrowing was on a 40-year repayment basis. The people that gave you this money said, go and invest it in industries so that you'll be able to pay us back. They will carry it and flex. Since Tinubu entered power, I have never... One of the biggest questions I've been asking is, why does Tinubu cause traffic when he wants to move around? Aren't there any helicopters in this country? Today, all of a sudden, 2 helicopters fell out from nowhere. Go and check El Cross Media Hub's page. 2 helicopters was what Tinubu used to go from VI to Dangote Refinery today. And the helicopters are painted in the national colors. We have reached where I kept talking about the fact that Tinubu has not done asset declaration. Every Nigerian president must tell us how much is in his bank account the day he assumed office and how much is in his bank account the day he left office. Buhari started by not doing that. Tinubu is there. We don't know how much Tinubu is worth. But Yaradua came in there at 400 million naira. He pasted his bank statement. We have a law. We have a law. Somebody was asking me, you're such a great orator, why are you not a lawyer? I said, how can I study law in a lawless country? What's the use? We will left to me, Mongolia way. But if you people say you're going to wait 2 more years for a man that rigged when he was not in power, then now he's an absolute monarch. You people are telling me that is that election, somehow there's a hack for that election. I don't know, but let me be following my cartel. But left to me, the people of Mongolia have given me my templates. The Nigerian police force has 250,000 people. It will take only 1 million people to stand stubbornly, and this man will resign in 6 days. Him, his Akpabio, and all those cowards. We did it with NSAS. When we took NSAS to the front of his house in Bodilon, he jackpad. When we dragged him 3 days in the front of his house in Bodilon, he came out and addressed us. This same Tinubu does not have 2 heads. One of the biggest cowards in this world are actually bullies. If you know, you know. I yield.
Thank you very much, Francis. Man. Please, Saddam, this your TikTok sensor. You go put sensor for your side so that if I will say bye, your sensor will say for your side. Because anyway, let me continue my hashtag. APC must, because Saddam's TikTok, the hashtag is on the Jumbotron. APC must please use that hashtag. I have said it. There are so many things. In fact, now I'm trying to think of things APC has done. I've discovered that it's so many. I almost cannot lay hands on anyone. So I want to be able to see people use it to remind yourself and remind people on the tier why APC must. All right. Thank you very much. Quickly, I'm going to go over to Valentine, then I'll come to Harry, then go to Justice from there.
Well, when me in Nigeria, if not be saying I say I will not verse for you because I don't think why be here. But thank God, sha, say at least you don't.
Hey,
So,
no vex. Don't use 30 seconds till they talk another one now.
yeah, no problem. Sizo, I salute you. We hear everything that with this thing you don't talk. For me to still boss on ahead where we still join this one, we say inside the budget, APC does still allocate 7.65 billion for state house vehicle.
Is that just me
That one,
or
Yeah, his audio is
So
very bad.
yeah, you need
can
to speak up
you
a
guys can
bit.
hear
Your audio is
Valentine?
so, okay. So, APC has allocated about 7.65 billion for vehicle. What they say they just bought last year and it's not up to 1 year. Now they are budgeting another vehicle for themselves. What we say Nigeria they suffer, Nigeria they hungry. You see, I came to realize that APC people, now people will be saying they don't get sense. Money they make them sometimes just deaf and blind. They not they see the good things when say they're supposed to do for Nigeria. Instead, they eat the money and spend the money the way they want. Inside the padding, when they're padding almost 6 point something million, they can just remove 1 billion out of it and fix the flood that has destroyed Nigeria, northern part of Nigeria. But you see, SPC people know the think. Not the thing with it. It will only take me, you, and a well-meaning Nigeria to think, say they need to fix Nigeria. That's why we need PO. You see, we here as Obidient, we do not just need PO. Nigeria need PO if Nigeria is going to work. That is why we dey cry every blessed day to say, let us wake up, fight for our right, and support Peter Obi. You see, the cry wey be say all of us dey cry for here right now, it's very good. Oh, I like am say all of us dey come here, we cry every day, shout. E go give us that morale to enter street to be able to protest so that at the end of the day, we go fight for wetin we suppose fight for. Because if we keep coming here every day, shouting, fighting, and one person come out say me as individual Nigeria will be say I not force my papa and my mama born me. They say me they owe 800,000 or $800,000. If Turubu try, I go blow your eye for heaven. Maybe I go bust the eye. You understand? I did not force them to born me in Nigeria. Will be say they'll go borrow debt. They'll cut them say me go come pay for the debt. They're not born APC reach that way. So APC has really used us as individuals. It is time for us to come out to fight. It is time for us to come out to say that enough is enough. Not just because they put money in SS as paddy for them to steal. Imagine 299 million for street light. Jesus Christ.
Yakın bu muhtemelen mi?
299 million for just one street light. Then APC has they killed us. The angry that we are angry here, let us also bring that anger out and
Yeah.
let us come out to the street to protest. This is what I'm saying. Saddam, before I go, happy people for TikTok say I greet you. TikTok people, Saddam. So
Oh, now
I,
you, my brother.
I
My
think
tap
I
tap
greet
man.
you.
Welcome, sir.
I greet
You know, we go
you. I
get
greet
meeting after here now for there. You know where you know our regular joint.
so it go be. Maybe we go follow people up for that side because the matter they make person the craze for this place. APC they twine person head, you know. Then they think say maybe we don't know what we they do. That's why they are doing what they are doing. But I think it's the high time that Nigerians need to wake up. We don't to sleep. We don't to sleep. We need to wake up from this our slumber because this thing they drive me crazy every blessed day. Every blessed day. It's as if the Nigerian youth they fear. We have that fear in our mind. Any small thing, we don't want to come aside. Peter Randy has been coming out every blessed day to fight for us to see if we can make sure that the electoral reform is done in Nigeria. You see, they call for people to come out for the street, let us go and protest. Some Nigerians now Peter here with the come them out, we don't agree come aside. Come outside, let us go and protest. They will not kill you. They not go for arrest
Yeah.
you. They don't write about it. But people are not coming out. That is why I want to now come here for Twitter, call the shout. Yeah, the thing they vest me for all of now. Yeah?
No, Valentine.
So
Wait.
please, yeah, let me I yield my mic from here. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I mean, so this conversation always starts from also enlightening people around, because even if everybody won't come out now, not I feel come out from area, you come out from area. So it's also very important to start dealing with people that are within our circle of influence. But what Valentine said is very, very critical. Thank you very much. Quickly, I'm going to move now to Harry.
Yo, good evening, bro.
Oh God, I don't know how to address you, but
Good evening, bro. You can address me anyhow you choose.
now you've left us toxic obedient, right? You've left us. So
Yeah, I see you guys.
that is what you.
You rebranded and finally you started calling yourself or yourselves toxic obedient. Last, all of us go toxic. I remember when fellow obedient used to come to my DM and tell me, Harry, this post that you are posting right now is too much. Oh. That time I never even be big God, talk less of three gods. You know. First of all, make I greet my fellow tree gods because me they no go beat me up. Because we will be tree gods. We are a respecter of nobody, you know. So if I lose guard them, they go round me up later. So big shout out to my fellow tree gods. And then straight up to speaking for my party. Guys, we have you where we want you. Okay? Do not think you can do anything. This is right where we want you. You are playing the wing we want you to play. It's not going to take too much time. Just relax. 8 years is going to pass and power will go back to the north. And maybe at that time, you're not only going to have audio spaces, you're going to have maybe video spaces, and you'll be showing your might and power online. You know, we will always have you where we want you. You guys are planning, we are also planning, right? The last time we told you power is not served a la carte, and we showed you how it is done. I told you guys to join this Otokinadu party, but the only problem I'm going to have with some people, you see, in this APC, we know they do trials. There's no need twerking. No be Italians go say provino. No, you no need to do any provino for any football team. You know, just move. As soon as you move like this, declare say you don't move. Even if APC not give you uniform, grab it, snatch it, and run with it. And wetin I do I take get membership. You get some quarters where I go reach, they no go still regard me as APC member. I go still grab it. You get. Let's all move to this APC, become a one-party state, and then we can actually select the good governance, the ones that want good governance for real. These are trying times. So if you know you want good governance, back to speaking for my people, comot hand for anything wey concern bigotry. Comot hand for anything wey concern this part of the country, the other part of the country. Use one part of the country, they threaten the other part of the country. Nobody really send you, bros. Nobody really send you. Because at the end of the day, the amount wey you take dey buy na me sef take dey buy. If I no fit afford am today, I go fit afford am maybe next week or the next month. But then as the ladder dey go down, e get where e go touch you. You sef go cry come out tomorrow. Say, I no know say na so this country don be o. But for now, let's keep following the tide. You guys I like what you guys are doing, you know. Like I said earlier, we have you where we want you. So keep doing the good job. You're doing great. All right. And probably from toxic obedience, you're going to move to warrior obedience or maybe Spartacus obedient or Spartans. We are expecting you to re-energize and come out in 2027 and learn something new. You see the way you guys are talking about INEC every time. Yes, you did not know about this. You were all backing on INEC reforms. You were sleeping on it. In 2027, you will learn something new that you will speak about till 2031 until you start talking about the basics. And when I say the basics, this is where my ministry comes in. The bigotry in Nigeria is the root of all your problems. I like it when you guys ginger yourself and say, let's come out tomorrow. Let's come out tomorrow. Whenever you plan to come out, you are going to pay somebody else to throw something into your midst and you will scatter as usual. Don't worry, we have all the cards in our hands. We know all our weak points. We know all. So it is better you leave all this good governance now and come out and start speaking the truth first. Let's get the foundation solved. Or just keep playing the ostrich and hoping at one future day, one side, or one light there at the end of the tunnel. Thank you very much, guys.
Wait, be like say they dey train all these APC people for how they think they talk. Because how they don't, hey God.
Are smoke colors. Now today,
Oh, one less obedient. Anyways, okay. It's okay.
Exactly. I forget. Yeah, exactly. One meaning when you say one less obedient, I beg. I forget to sign out. Mona, show me where of office sign out. I forgot. Emir Saddam, please send me the link. Thank you very much, guys.
Sign out. We give you link where you sign in. You know, go follow one less obedient. Where would I go? They do meeting. Tell them how you take come out. Make you say come out. We don't pursue. We say we don't pursue. And that's what make they give you hope for your people. Maybe they say a balance space now echo chamber. Don't allow APC people come. You're their spokesperson because for all of them, I like study. Now you get more sense. Past all of them. Make you see as the sense level for that to the camp day. You see as it be. So tell them say we dey notice what they do. We dey see una work. We say we dey work. We dey plan. And we jam at the forefront. My brother. Thank you very much, Jerry. Thank you. Well, Vinny, who's going next?
Yeah, so quickly, just go straight to justice. So now I will call you to read that tweet again because that tweet still in my head.
Make I read that with self. Make I read down.
Wait, before you read that, I need people because say if person want preach, person supposed fair. I need people to understand the content because it's very important to know that. I mean, you read it from the beginning. Everything you are going to read now is what this is. So it's not as if, oh, you use it to do one, you use it to do two. In fact, Saddam, read it, because I just did. I know that.
All right. Hey God, let me just read this tweet for Nigerians to understand something. For those that did not hear me the last time I read it, and please, I posted that tweet on the Jumbotron. You guys, we have over, I don't know how many of us are in the room right now, but I think we're over 500 of us. I don't know, let me see how many of us are here right now. Let me see, we have
like about 800.
We're about 800 people on that tweet, on the post, and very few of you have reacted to that post. You don't please go on that guy's main tweet. When he made that tweet, it was just 20 people that retweeted it or thereabout, and now it's like 100 and something. We have a whole lot of people here. This conversation needs to go far. That's nothing even pay me pass with Twitter people. The main thing we were supposed to amplify, we not go do them. If they tweet now to the drag person, the tweet will get 1 million likes, 1 million impressions. This tweet is about our lives as Nigerians. Everybody needs to be on that tweet. Everybody needs to be amplifying that tweet, be pushing it out. It has to go viral. What things we supposed to push viral? We don't push and go viral. That's waiting the time it pass for the movement. Honestly, the movement. We are very, very reactive. See, tweet was supposed to be very proactive now. Carry and go everywhere. We could just watch them. We could just watch them. We could just pass. But let me read this tweet because for me, it's very, very important to understand that budget NG uncovered 11,122 projects worth 43 billion that were inserted into the National Assembly to 2025 budget. And this our brother Goat said, I believe Nigerians see these figures, but don't fully grasp how 4.33 billion could massively improve their lives if judiciously spent well. With 4.3 billion. So I'm saying this now for you guys because maybe I think people they don't understand when I read it last time. When they said 11,122 projects worth for the trip, those projects are useless projects. They're not the projects I'm about to read now. So because I know my sister and them say they're not training any teachers.
The project does not exist, Saddam. It's
It
not
doesn't
even,
those
it
projects does
doesn't
not
exist.
exist. That project is just put in there to steal. Okay, let's just put it that this budget they plan to steal 4.33 billion dollars in this next budget. The plan of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government is to steal 4.33 billion dollars worth dollars with fake projects. And here, a well-meaning Nigerian took it out, out of himself to break down for Nigerians what $4.33 billion can do in the space of 2 years. And that's what I'm about to read to Nigerians, because when you see these children of the roasted corn, when you speak with them, you hear them say, "Oh, 2 years is too much. Why can you judge the administration in 2 years? What do you expect him to do in 2 years? 2 years is just too small. What do you expect him to do in 2 years?" So I want to read what a Nigerian has taken his own time painstakingly to break down what 4.33 billion can do for Nigeria in 3 years. So please, let's go with me. He listed out 20 projects, and if you sum all this money I'm going to call now, we give you 4.33 billion. He said, number one, we all know how bad the Nigerian healthcare system is first. I'm a victim of it. I lost my late dad to the Nigerian healthcare system. So I have watched Nigeria happen to me. So this one I'm particularly concerned about it. But let's go. He said 36 general hospitals, one per state, can be built at $13.3 million each. Total cost 480 million. So with 480 million, you can build 36 general hospitals in Nigeria. And he went on to give examples. So these people will not say, "Oh, you're just speaking English." He said the newly constructed Full Hill HC in that's hospital in Coventry cost 3.3 million, which is about 3.3 million, which is about 3.3 million pounds, which is about $4.1 million. That is a hospital in UK. And he's saying that hospital is cost 3.3 million, but he's even saying Nigeria should be 13.3 million. Look at the amount he's giving for one general hospital in Nigeria, and he said you can build 36 of them, and all it's going to cost Nigeria is 480 million. You can construct these hospitals in 2 years. Any serious government can do this in 2 years. Secondly, he said rehabilitation of 400 primary health centers, which cost 160 million. Third, launch 200 mobile health clinics for $80 million. Fourth, establish one local vaccine packaging and cold chain facility for $180 million. Build 150 model secondary schools for $300 million. Now, they hear the money. Digitalize 3,000 public schools with solar internet devices for $90 million. Train 60,000 teachers in stem cells and digital skills for $50 million. Upgrade research labs in 6 federal universities, one for each geopolitical zone, for $60 million to $10 million per, that's $10 million per zone. Reconstruct 1,200 kilometers of urban rural road for $360 million. Bola Ahmed Tinubu reconstructed or are building a 26-kilometer road, and so far they have spent, they're budgeting 15 trillion for that coastal road. And this man is giving us the amount we should spend for 1,200 kilometers that can be built in 2 years. Will cost us just 360 million naira. When P2B talks about cutting cost of governance, this is what it is. We have a very criminal set of government that all they do is to steal and steal and steal. They don't understand. Just lift out these figures, and their children, they use the money they ball. Why Nigerians they suffer, and some of them they defend them. Let's go on. He said install 300 solar mini grids in rural communities for $120 million. National Borehole and Sanitization Initiative for 1,200 communities at $150 million. This is the one that hits me more, because I think Dr. Obiara Emeka has always spoken about this on the violence space. He said, build 6 agro-industrial park for processing and job creation at $180 million. Do you know what 6 agro-industrial parks can do and the amount of jobs this will feed into Nigeria? These people don't understand any of these things. Construct 150 regional food storage facilities for $100 million. Distribute mechanization equipment to 25,000 farmers for $50 million. Implement dry season irrigation scheme in 12 river basins for $100 million. Build 37 youth tech and creative hubs, one per state, including the FCT, for $150 million. Disburse microloans to 300,000 small businesses. Each recipient gets $2,000, focusing on women and youths. That is 3.2 million naira each for $600 million. Construct 72 vocational and trade centers, two per state, at $100 million. Create a national emergency ambulance response network with 300 ambulances, GPS tracking, and dispatch centers for $100 million. If you have accident in Nigeria today, no ambulance to take you anywhere. You go buy on the highway. The last $100 million can be used for national giveaway. Make you see as this guy they talk. Say for national giveaway, you can use the last $100 million for national giveaway. The National Assembly, because of how greedy and wicked you guys are, you guys can keep 50% for yourself. That is $50 million. Each member will get approximately 106,000 United States dollars. This is not bad for a year's work. Give the remaining 50, and 50 million will still remain as change. Look at all the things I've listed now. 50 million inside 4.3 billion will still remain as change. He said you can use that one to do giveaway for Nigerians. There is so much money in our Nigerian system, but we have a criminal set of people that will not use this money. Instead, Bola Tinubu and less than how many of them are up there? Bola Tinubu and gang. We have found ourselves as a people, and that is why we as a people need to wake up our fellow Nigerians, because so many Nigerians don't even understand what we're saying on this platform. We are not, how many of us they here? I guess you can Colombia, all the numbers across all the streaming platforms, we're in our thousands. This message needs to be getting to millions of Nigerians. You should be taking this to your Instagram, your Facebook, your WhatsApp stories, your communities, everywhere you find yourself. I say this all the time. We are up against a propaganda machine. The man in Aso Rock has bought all your media. So the only thing we have are the people's media. If we do not do the talking ourselves, if we don't do the evangelization ourselves, I tell you, we are just up for, and that is what is giving them confidence. Because when asked Bola Tinubu, you have not done anything in 2 years. You are an abject failure. You're a disaster as a president. But he's confident because he believes that the people that are in the grassroots that should understand what is happening are being bamboozled and lied to, because many of them listen to their pastors, their imams, their traditional rulers, and those ones are already in his bag. So it is us that have to do the hard work. And I hope someone gets understand this and understand why it is important every one of us push this message to the very end. Well, I circle back to you, please.
Saddam, APC is wicked. Ah, God. You know, while you were reading it, since he really mentioned, because since he mentioned the name of like a reference hospital, I really went to Google to go and check for Fossil. You know, he wrote Fossil HC, so HC is healthcare, health center. Actually, I really went to Google, and the URL I'm currently in, of course, it says the award-winning greenest health center built to meet passive standards. A model for the green future is worth £3.3 million. He said the £3.3 million project is a partnership. So first of all, it's really £3.3 million. And I was just looking at some of the pictures. So it's a typical health center, wasn't designed to like maybe admit patients and those kind of things. But even from what they wrote here, it said Fossil is a 619 meter square building, serving up to 10,000 patients in inner city Coventry. The GP surgery has 2 stories, 5 consulting rooms, 2 treatment rooms, offices, a reception and a waiting area. The healthcare center was built on a small brown field. Look, I was just thinking in my head that as it is something that you can just drop somewhere in each of the states like this, like Goat was saying in that post. Omo.
Bro, Goat is even saying, how much did he call? He called 3.3 million pounds, right?
Yes.
That's equivalent to $4.6 million.
Yes.
He's actually saying that we should invest $13.3 million in each state general hospital. So if you're looking at what you're seeing right now is for $3.3 million, add $10 million on it, and imagine what you can build. Imagine what you can build per state. Nigerian leaders are very, very evil. We have the most wicked set of leaders, and for me, the painful part for me is the docility of Nigerians, which is largely fueled by ignorance and our inability to do small research. That's my last podcast with Peter Randy. He said that Nigerians are massively ignorant, especially the educated ones. Big common space, speak Fone, Blue Queen's English. We sabi make bomb tweets, but massively ignorant. Really have to do as a people. Now why these people they thrive now? Illiterate, person we no go school, person we don't know him papa, we don't know him mama, person we know we because of him up till today, Chicago State University Twitter they locked.
Man, it's sad. It's sad. Anyway, let me Justice, please come in. Then after Justice, I know Sky and Julify probably are new to the space, but check. Normally, you're supposed to raise your hand. After Justice, we'll just take a couple of speakers and start to gradually wind. I really want people to think after this piece. Talk to people. Go ahead, Justice.
Thank you very much, my brother, Emir Saddam, and the good people of the Vawulence space. I'm just here to re-emphasize what has already been said. If Nigerian democracy survives between now and 2027, the only mental picture I have now is rig and die. We're trying to censor it, but I have to say it. It is rig and die. That is the only way. Look at all the things Emir Saddam just narrated now. Look at all the billions. What are they using it for? So for somebody like Akpabio with an aggressive penis in the National Assembly, is it not to share it to women? Yes. What else does he do with all those billions? How much can he eat? How many gizzard can he eat per plate now? Then as for the Obiakpo Tog, how much whiskey can he drink? The more he drinks, the more he shrinks. So we have to fashion out a way now to not only vote them out, but so that they will have that feeling that Nigerians actually have what it takes to be violent in protecting their mandates. I think that was part of what David Hundeyin was tweeted out today. That tweet has gone viral. That Nigerians must, if they must salvage any other thing from that country, do it the Ghanaian way. In 2024, Ghanaians decided that enough was enough. They challenged their system head on. People out like Aki that somebody like Aki, I already predicted that this guy is a bad idiot long time ago on a space. And he blocked me that day. I returned the favor. I'm not surprised what is happening today. But going forward, we must now champion madness for madness, violence for violence. That's for 2027. Rig and die. That's it. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
Thank you very much, Justice. Honestly, it's quite sad and unfortunate. Anyway, just to quickly take Sky. I'm just going to bring up pretty much our last set of speakers. I know like a couple of persons requesting, but we'll just try to take as much as we can take to round up because Honestly, I don't I just feel genuinely sad. I just feel genuinely sad about what we are having to go through. Genuinely, I just feel sad. I was actually typing it. Tweet just took some pictures of from the hospital, and I'm just thinking in my head, like the fact that, and this is even giving consideration to the fact that you can still steal, oh. Like that tweet, like Saddam said, still make provision for what they can steal. Like no problem, steal this one. Like you could still like do all this, but no problem, still keep some for yourself. And you
Well
could.
meaning, well meaning, well meaning. This is not. We're not even talking about the main budget itself. Oh.
Yeah, this is the padded.
This
That's
is
what I
just the
was
part.
saying.
This is the padded part of the. This is just part of the
Uh,
padded part of the budget. The money that they are going to loot from the padded part of the budget is what these projects I just listed can do. I'm not even talking about the main budget itself. This you don't understand the amount of. We don't understand what we're dealing with in this country. We don't understand. I beg, let's allow our next speaker.
Omo, Omo.
Just
Anyway, Sky. Okay, I can see Sky is not there, so I'll just go to Emmanuel quickly. Emmanuel, please go ahead. Then after which I'll check if Prince Favor is there. Okay. Emmanuel, please go ahead.
Hi everyone, good evening. Um, Another funny day to be in Nigeria. Um, I One of the first time I requested the mic was in relation to what N6 was talking about when he was talking about the um coastal projects and everything, and it just took my mind to um the little time I spent in Kampala. Now, if you go online, and this is something that anybody here can check, just go online, check what the most expensive road is in the world. You'll discover that it's the Kampala to Entebbe Expressway. It's a 52-kilometer road, and they spent $476 million on that road, which puts each kilometer at $9.2 million. Now, when you juxtapose that project to Nigeria's own, the coastal highway that we're trying to build, um, it's supposedly said that the project is supposed to be a 700-kilometer road, and it was 15 trillion that was assigned to that project. Now, when you convert 15 trillion um, to naira, you should be somewhere to dollars. Sorry, it should be around the I think that's about 9.76 billion thereabouts, which is about 20 times what Uganda used to build their 52 kilometers road. Now, when you now bring it down to a per kilometer estimate, you'll be around 13 point something $1 million per kilometer. I can tell you for a fact that Ugandans are paying a very high price because of that road. And when I say high price, I really mean a very high price because of the toll fees they have to pay. Now imagine when that road is completed in Nigeria. Think what you would suffer for it. And don't forget, this is a road that is being built on loans. So it should just bring to perspective and it should bring to your thoughts what are your plans, or what do you think, for those of you who seemingly still think that this government has something for you, which is the most ridiculous thinking I would ever imagine someone would have. But it should bring to your perspective that if this is where we're going to, just know that Nigeria is heading to have the most expensive road in the world, just so you know. But then you cannot place a tangible, you cannot see tangible progress. We're executing a project that we all already know is a white elephant project. And yet you hear things like what Saddam was reading, and somehow, some way in your head, you still think it's fine. Come on. And you tell me you don't need to see a psychiatrist. You tell me that Yabale should not be overflowing by now. Come on. See, it's. I think I will end with this. Um, we're at the precipice of a decision, and whether you like it or not, this thing will affect you. You can choose to ignore it. You can choose to um, act as if there's nothing wrong, right? 2027 will come. Well, will know the difference. If you go on with APC by 2031, you'll know the difference. The only question to you is, are you sure that your life is secure up to 2031? Are you sure that your life is secure up till 2027? That's the question you need to ask yourself. That's the question you need to ask yourself. Thank you and have a great night.
All right, thank you very much, Manu. Critical question, really critical. All right, Prince Favor, please go ahead.
Sorry, before Prince Favor, I'm getting reports that Ibrahim, I wanted you to confirm it. I just saw a report right now from VOP 90.3 FM that uh, His Excellency P2B and others escaped a plane crash on Tuesday. Um, I think if for it to come out from media, I think it is verified. But I know people are already saying maybe there's a hand or something. I will not say there is a hand or anything, but all I can say is that this maybe they want to test their might or test whether true there's madness. We know Bola Tinubu's MO will advise let him come to 2027 and do what he can do to win elections. But if they want to throw the country into chaos, they should take the other route. And there I go leave them. Let me Nigeria back to you.
Yeah, I actually saw that someone talked about it just as of yesterday or so. I saw it somewhere in the TL. Oh God. Anyway,
Nigeria no be Lagos, so Peter Obi no be Funshaw Williams, so no just drop her like that, but then no. Simple.
Prince Favor, you can go ahead. Um, are you there? 3, 2. Okay, it's not there. El Chapi, are you there? Okay, El Chapi, you can
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, I'm here. Good morning, everybody. Okay, Saddam. Good morning. Well meaning. Good morning. Like, am I free to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, all right. Actually, I don't really have much to say. Actually, though, but the thing is, like, each time I just think about the way Nigeria is going, like I just feel like I'm just dumbfounded because the country is in so much debt that, like, I think the 10th generation will keep paying for this debt till I don't even know when. Even though when the maybe probably when the government is final, like when we finally have a sane democracy, I just feel like Nigeria will still take a long time, like, to get back to itself. So, but the problem here is this: you engage someone in conversation, you're telling them about Nigeria, and the person will be like, "Don't be telling me about this." People are just even absent-minded about this whole country thing. And you see, generations come and go. They ended in poverty. People goes to church thinking it's God that is the problem, without knowing that the people. No, like, you don't know. I don't really know what these people are using to over 200 million Nigerians. That is making them feel like they are docile about the whole thing. Today now, I was just seeing Tinubu going to Dangote refinery. It's just like what is going on with Elon Musk and Donald Trump right now. Probably Donald Trump. Like I was saying something, I said Donald Trump is not even better than Joe Biden. That mission that he has not completed in his first tenure is what he's coming to accomplish now. And now I think Trump has started seeing what's his name? What's this guy's name again? No, this
Elon
SpaceX
Musk.
there. Yes, Elon Musk has started seeing, because you see, all these politicians are never in for the one thing I've noticed about politicians is this: they are in for their personal interest. And the way it's going right now, America is still going to lose this world power thing because America is just looking confused as never before. So bringing it back to Nigeria now, that's the state at which we are right now. We are just in a state where we wake up and we've been hearing about this million. Initially, said they even used to before in the past they used to even pity and borrow like $1 million. Now to them it's just like as if you see this current government to them it's just like as if you should just be giving them opportunity to be borrowing like in trillions. Like every 2 weeks, let them go and borrow in trillions. And funny part of it all is that some of these the children of the corn, they like I don't really know the water they are drinking. Like the moment you talk about this nigger, they'll be like, look, they'll first of all, like, okay, go and look every the way. The moment they just meet him, first of all, what they would all do, they'll first of all prostrate. Like, what is really going on? I just feel like Nigeria should just wake up. Even there is protest, there is counter protests. You go to churches. Say there was a time I think someone went this Randy Peters you guys are talking about now visited Adeboye. I think that should be last week or so in his RCCG headquarters. That should be in Ogun State.
Yeah.
Based on this same issue of this reform of a thing. I don't really know the outcome of that event, but I tell you
Right.
for free that Adeboye that I know will never condescend to speak or in support of what this Peter agitation is. So I just feel like in the end, I don't honestly to me, I just feel like we are in a cage. Maybe the atmosphere is now blown. People are now like sleeping while they are walking.
Mm. All right.
Honestly speaking, everybody is just less concerned about the whole thing. We'll just come and see. They'll just okay. Now look at what someone has just given us a breakdown.
El Chapi, can
This
you
is an
have
eye
like
opener.
30 seconds?
Okay, so I just feel like 2027 head on. We shouldn't wait for anybody. We should just go straight up. Like it's our mandate or nothing. If possible, if Nigeria wants to go to be a banana republic, then let's know that we don't have a leader. The military said that we are thinking that oh maybe the military can do the same thing that Burkina Faso just did, or they are not even doing it. Can't you see that they are even using the military this time around now? Slaughtering them,
Yeah.
nobody cares, and the rest. And everybody just looking like, honestly, I don't really know what this man is using, but if there's anything he's using 2027, we have to just take it, or maybe Nigeria is looking like he's already one party system.
Mm.
So thank you guys. Thank you so much. This
Thank
is
you.
the little I can, yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, El Chapi. I like the way you actually concluded it. That in 2027, really, it's for me. It's like I've said. It's a decision. 2027 is a. We just need to decide who is more desperate. Do we really want Nigeria to work? We need to ask ourselves. I can't forget when you know, our brother Captain Jamil said the question like that. I think it was whether the first or second or third violence piece that we did in this new series now, where he said, "What do we really want?" That question. Sometimes I just feel every Nigerian could sit, ask themselves, "What do we really want?" Because we go, and this is pretty much us trying to round up now. Sometimes I see the kind of conversations people are having. I see what people are more interested in and all that. And I just want to tell everybody that. So I know some of us, maybe we feel like, we don't try, we don't do our own, nothing happened, nothing changed. You did whatever you could do in 2023 and all that. I just want to take this opportunity to encourage anybody that's probably in that state of mind that in the end, to be honest, not everybody that would get involved, there'll still be Nigerians that are not interested. And fortunately, or maybe unfortunately, they will benefit if we are able to get this country on the right track. But the most unfortunate part would be if every one of us decide to sit back and say, oh, well, nothing can be done, nothing, you know, I would just crave the indulgence and, you know, encourage everybody that I think, you know, like many of you, to be honest, I'm a strong realist. Sometimes I have to even fight my own reality. Like, I have to fight the reality. I have to be able to psych myself up. But other times I have to look at facts, things that are there. I saw Madam Aisha Yusufu's tweet. I just saw it. I was just scrolling. I just saw it on the TL. But she said something that I've always thought in my head. She said that one block of voters, that one block of people that we always forget. And I know this to be very true. And I used to say this all the time. I used to say that there are a group of obedient that didn't vote into that. I mean, some people voted in 2023 and Peter Obi won the election. But there's even in that vote that Peter Obi used to win the election, there are people that did not vote at all, like people that didn't believe it was going to be close, so they didn't want to waste their time. That's one block I'm also very looking at every now and then. But this is not even really about election talk or whatever. It's for us to just know in our mind that in 2027, first of all, it is what another try. One of our brothers said earlier on this space that it's an opportunity to try what we didn't try before. Is why I'm one thing I'm keen on is not repeating it's not repeating. I say it every time, nothing like go to court, nothing like is either we win it that day, we grab, we snatch it, we run away with it, we make sure that we know that it's not sat that like that day. Or if we couldn't do it, we just to say, okay, we'll not do them. These people get power pass us, shaking now, everybody go to bed. But there are things we've learned from that time to now individually, and I think it's good to think how we could apply those things in the upcoming election. Primarily that we are not dealing with normal people, and for us to take this country back, it requires some level of craziness. But as we round up, I want to also say, go back to that post that's Emir Saddam has read on this piece twice today. Share it with people, like talk to people about it as much as you have the opportunity. These are the very least we could do to get people to be aware, to be informed, because I really just cannot get it. If you look at Jumbotron, and I also put it on the comment section of that tweet, that I put in some pictures of what that hospital looked like, and like Saddam corrected me just now. So that hospital cost about 4.1 something, about $4.2 million. He's from what Goat even tweeted, he's saying we could use up to $13 million, which is like times 3+ of that money. So you can imagine if what 1/3 of that money can give you is what I put on that picture. So you can imagine what times 3 of the money that they used to create that to build that hospital can actually give you in reality. And to top it, you now come to the recognition that that's just one out of the 20 projects, all in that money. I need you to know this, all in that money. 20 project plus provision for stealing, all in that money. And that's just one part of the budget that this politician avoid. And it is the confirmed one for stealing. No. Within the main budget itself, the main thing that they budgeted for, they will still steal from those one. But this one is like, confirmed stolen money. It's not like money where they don't already thief ahead. Consider it like that, like Saddam was saying. Money where they don't thief ahead. We cannot continue like this, and that's just the honest fact. And if we can't do anything to change it, then it's quite unfortunate. Apologies to those who couldn't bring up. I know there's a couple of persons I haven't brought up that weren't speaking and their hands were not up, and I think some persons dropped back. Apologies to those that are still requesting. Hopefully next time we'll be able to bring you up. Thanks to everybody for today. Thanks for listening. Please, it's not just enough to listen. I always emphasize this. Please engage people on this kind of conversation as much as you can, whether in diaspora, whether there are a lot of ignorant people as well in diaspora, to be honest. The many die. if you're in diaspora, engage your fellow Nigerians in this kind of conversation. If you're in Nigeria, take advantage of every opportunity you have to radicalize a Nigerian. Let them be as angry as you. Let them be as furious as you. And lastly, if any APC supporter is still comfortable around you, is anywhere around you comfortably, then there's a big problem. Thank you very much to everybody. Salam, over to you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you to all of you that came out today again. I just want to let me make many of us sad. And from here, we're putting to if you're not on TikTok, please check. Let me post my handle. We are still going to continue the conversation on TikTok for the next 30 minutes. So if you want to join us, follow the link. I just posted it on the Jumbotron right now. You can join us on TikTok. We'll be connected conversation there. My TikTokers have gone over 100,000 likes. That's why I love them, because they're very active people over there. Here on X, I go very soon leave X. I go TikTok full time. On X, we go say do this. We're not good. How do people go do them? Eh? Like say it's not be at the same Nigeria. Nigeria better now. Like say when I will come share money, say Saddam take your own cuts for helping us. No, it's Nigeria is good. It's for all of us. If Nigeria is bad, it's for all of us. As they pay you, and I say they pay me too. But let me just end this my submission with Nigerian 2025 budget. It's officially named Budget of Restoration, Securing Peace and Rebuilding Prosperity. And that budget is approximately 36.6 billion dollars, sorry. The budget for 2025 is 36.6 billion dollars. And in that $36.6 billion, someone looked into that budget and saw 11,122 different projects that are non-existent, that will not happen. And it amounted to $4.33 billion. So approximately, out of the 36.6 billion, 4 point something billion, so like 32 billion is the actual budget, which we know that in that 32 billion, there's enough things that they will steal inside. In fact, they can even, this government now, because the last budget that it was how many billion? We didn't see them do anything. So probably they can even steal maybe the 30 billion. The remaining 2 billion are for paying salaries. As long as they can pay salaries on time. And maybe pay for some few contractors. So I'm just showing you guys the money that is in the system, and these guys plan to loot. And they're going to borrow money. They're going to pay full part that they're going to borrow to fund this budget. Next year we'll come back and there'll be a new budget again. The same things that were in this budget will be there next year. They will buy cars, they will buy new laptops, they will buy new computers, they will buy new. How can you how can you explain the fact that in the Ministry of Agriculture budget, they are budgeting 100 million for hairdresser? What is the correlation between the Ministry of Agriculture and hairdressing? When you go through this budget, you understand how demonic and wicked Bola Tinubu and his gang of criminals are. And so for me, I'm ending this note as a wake-up call to Nigerians, because I know many people are focused on 2027 elections, which nobody even knows who we see the end of this year, who will live to next year. Nobody has their life in their hands. But the thing that we can do as Nigerians is to make sure that we continue to wake up Nigerians to understand the genesis of their problems and what really our budget is being used for. So that we don't wake up in 2027 and our Nigerians say, he don't try his best, sha. He don't try his best, sha. That's exactly the sentiment of, on my TikTok live, I've heard someone came on yesterday, they said, that in all his life, his 40-something years, that he have never seen a president like Bola Tinubu. What Bola Tinubu have done in 40? And I asked him, what has he done? He said, give student loan. He did. I say, my God. You hear these people's talking point and you start asking yourself question. These are educated Nigerians in diaspora. Majority of Bola Tinubu supporters are in diaspora. The ones I say are in diaspora, wicked sets of people. If Tinubu is doing well, you should have booked your ticket back home to support the economy. You will not do that. Please, my people that like Nigeria, I mean, that's the I'm reaching out, I'm calling out. Please, we cannot save Nigerians if we do not do the work ourselves. It's very, very, very important we contribute to the conversation. Please, educate somebody. Take this message out to your WhatsApp stories, to your school, your group, your school group chat. I said that if the people around you do not understand how bad Nigeria is, you are part of the problem. If the people around you, Nigerians around you, do not understand how bad our problem is, you are part of our problem. You are indirectly enabling this government. Because people that would save Nigeria are not going to come from the sky. It is me and you. If not, we should be ready to continue the wailing. I dare leave my own. Thank you, my brother, well-being Nigeria. Thank you, Ibrahim, for joining us today again. God bless you. It's good to have you on the platform. In case those that don't know, Ibrahim was baptized and converted to be an obedient on this violence space. Same with a whole lot of other people, that have come out here today and are doing big things. And for me, it's a pleasure knowing how far this platform have come. I see. I don't want to settle for less, Cha. We'll keep doing big things, and we have ported to TikTok. This is for those that don't know how to build. I'm saying this one as a parting shot for those that don't know how to build, but they know how to criticize. We have now in TikTok, putting in hours, putting in work. My TikTokers are seeing me. They're there waiting for me now to come. When we build TikTok, reach now, TikTok don't big. We don't get thousands of people. We can't invite Peter Obi come. Many of them now begin the tweet. Why is Peter Obi only going to Peter Saddam this thing? You people will not build, or people will not you know not carry the movement for ahead to the fight. When we can't do a max suffer finish. Now come chop. They work like that too. I say I did my own. Oh. Thank you very much to every one of you. I see you guys on TikTok. I'm coming there in the next few seconds. You guys are my TikTokers are amazing. Please come and join us. All these old people on X, old people, mama and papa, Epa and mama, come to TikTok. On our own life, when they do dance. You will enjoy it. I promise you. Thank you, Mommy Bolale. I see you, ma. Mommy Bolale came in and ran away. I don't know whether Mommy, you're not too old for TikTok. Oh, please join us, eh? Come and join us this night. You enjoy it. Just 30 minutes after here. Idan, my brother, it's good to have you. I'm sorry for those that could not come up and speak. I'm sorry. We don't try for now for X. I beg. X don't dey give me joy. Give me. I don't go. Person we get except don't they even fight Trump. Very soon Trump will just wake up there and say, China, let's close. They go just close X. They could just close X. Yeah, I don't post good TikTok. So, you guys, thank you so much. If you didn't get a chance to speak today, I'm sorry, but we'll be back next week Thursday. We do this every Thursday on this platform, and I'm every day I'm live on TikTok, 10 p.m. Nigerian time. Come there, we're discussing real Nigerians, and if you're coming there, understand on TikTok, I allow children of the roasted corn to speak. We're having conversation with Abado people. You will start by exposing their brains. Come there and I promise you enjoy every bit of it. Thank you to all those that could not come up and speak. As I said, please, if you didn't speak this week, as I always say on this platform, Nigeria Matano, they ever finish. We'll be back next week again to talk about our country because this is the only country we have. If you're tired of the country, wherever you go, wherever you go, there's no place like home. You will come back home. Home, sweet home. Eh? Sorry for those that don't come and speak. I beg no offense for me. Maria, my sister, I see your pair. I brought you up and you fell off, so it's not my fault. But sorry. Thank you, my brother. And happy birthday to one of the strongest South Ayeteko. One of the strongest Southwestern Obedience. That guy's that's one of the person that introduced the Obedience to so many people. Wonderful guy. Happy birthday to you, my brother. God bless you. Thank you. And also, finally, Mommy Madonna she has done her surgery. She sent me a message today that her surgery was successful. She's so grateful to every one of you. God bless every one of you that contributed and helped that woman. You guys showed me that, honestly speaking, we still have well-meaning Nigerians and Obedience in this movement. She's out of surgery, but she's still in the hospital. Hopefully, one or two Obedience to go check her out in Lagos. If you want to check out, if you're in Lagos and you want to reach out to Mama Madonna, please let me know. We need people that will go out there and give her moral support and show her that her family and her people are still with her. So please, if you're in Lagos, hit me up in the DMs. I know some of my brothers South official South, and I think incoming virus went there last time, and they were there, and they sent me when they went to visit her. So please, guys, reach out to her also. We thank God for a successful surgery, and hopefully she recuperates and get better. All right, let me say real quick and shout out to my the whole Violence Space team, the people behind the crew, our listeners on YouTube. We'll be back on Facebook, and our radio station is being worked on as we speak. Hopefully, before the year runs out, we'll be back on our online radio station. To all my TikTokers, I'm coming back to you guys. You guys are my favorite people right now. Omega XD, my brother Joe Obidient, God bless you. Nosre, my TikToker, God bless you. Thank you. It's good to have you here also. Nosre, come to TikTok. Leave here and go to TikTok. We are waiting for you at office. Godspeed for Nigeria. Godspeed for Nigeria. The two Godspeed. My Oga Godspeed for Nigeria. FX Tech. Texas on TikTok. Welcome. Oluwumi, Dr. Bankole, Kolade, my big bro. Thank you so much. Ima, Ogene, Mama Wakiri, Balactic, Mazi, Eziokus, Oduntutu, Soundmind, King Zanga, my brother Tony, Alton, Wenzi, In the Baby, Vinny XL, Ordinary Girl, Man like Audi, Bugazi, Ordinary Girl, they come TikTok. All my TikTokers, I'm waiting for you guys there. Ezudo, Gregory, David, Abayomi, Pavik. I'm seeing so many Day One Violences. You guys came out today. Welcome. Odogo of the Qatar, thank you to hear my brother. Concern Nigeria, Maureen, Talatu, Nimbu, Oladipo, Jerry, Duke, Columbus, Mazi, TJRX, Chooks, Ignite, Sikud, Chinemerem, Kandake, Damilola, Dew, uh, oh my goodness, so I name plenty. But every one of you on the platform, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guru Beast, I see you. Sleek Collins, Mr. Abu, Cool Jude, Jude Ramsey. Oga Ramsey, don't tell Philo, Dan. Nekus. Yeah. Una plenty, you. Don't tell G-Star. All my day ones, I see you guys. Thank you so much for coming out. We are still alive. Many of them don't run. We are still alive. If I say this matter will happen, really bring them come out. Maybe next week I go pay one obedience to attack PO, make them come out again because now they like they like fight. You that have not given up on the struggle on the new Nigeria that is possible. Let's keep speaking. Let's keep talking. Do not allow these guys join your voices wherever you find yourself. Keep speaking out. A new Nigeria is indeed possible. If we don't fix Nigeria ourselves, when and who will do it? Remember that we are all accountable to this whole struggle. Thank you so much, all of you. As I always say on the Violence Space, we do this for God and for country. I'll see you guys same time, same station next week Thursday. But if you enjoy what we're doing and you want to join the conversation on TikTok, we are every day out live, 10 p.m. Nigerian time. We just stay out there for a couple of hours. Bless you. Stay safe. Catch me on TikTok if you can. Good night.